Name that song. Welcome to the pre-show, which is exactly 1 minute or so, not exactly, 1 minute or so into the live stream before all the notifications go out, before anyone even sees that there's a live stream. It's like, oh, hello, I'm gonna check out that fella with the green hat. Reviewing a set. Well, not exactly reviewing it. Pre-reviewing? Because I don't have the Mario. I don't have the starter pack. It's kind of hard for me to review something when it's not part of the whole experience. Is that Joey? Yes, welcome. Welcome, Debbie Chef Rex and the other two people to the live stream. I am so happy that Lego Super Mario is not only starting to show up in stores, but actually, I'm not happy about it because they are not supposed to appear because of street date, but I am happy that some have defied it. Because some people need to be rehired at Target, specifically Target. Has not happened at a Walmart. Have not seen any on the floor at Walmart. This one, the 71362 Guarded Fortress, I'm really looking forward to. Aside from the starter set, of course. I pre-ordered the starter set around the time of the Haunted House release. I also got the Polybag about a week or so before that, 30385 Super Mushroom Surprise. Both of these were available at Target. They were not street dated. This one I've only seen at one Target near me. I've been to 3, maybe 4 of them at this point. Many of them have had Super Mario sets, and as soon as I brought it to the register, beep, August 1st, can't sell it. Even if I'd self-checkout. Even bring it to a price scanner, it doesn't say anything, but it doesn't matter until you actually go pay for it. This one, I've only found at one Target today. I did pick up a couple 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. Monday, yes. Completely other Target, and was the Mario suits. I'm not going to build those for this live stream because they're the suits. There's not a lot to build, and there's not a lot I can review about them before getting the Mario figure. I did see the Mario starter set in one Target, and it was street dated. That's kind of a crucial point. And yes, even though I did pre-order it, I had thought, oh, if I find them in Target, and then I can bring it home, then I could cancel my pre-order because I got it earlier than that. Not the case. I have no idea how soon it's going to arrive after the pre-order, and I am trying to keep up with the chat as best as I can, but it keeps flashing in and out of chat. I'm really sorry if I missed something. But please don't spam it trying to get my attention. So, this set, I'm so excited for this set that when Lego Super Mario was first announced and they had their initial trailer about it, I wanted this. That's how badly I've been waiting for this. Even though I had mentioned prior that I was like, oh, I'll get the starter set and then I'll feel it out and then maybe decide on the other ones. This one was next to starter set level. Because I already liked the play feature as they showed it in the initial trailer for how the Piranha Plant is in a plant, it's in a warp pipe, which I'm pretty sure, I'm not even sure if the Power Slide set does. I saw it once in store. I haven't looked at the images too much to see what they all look like. Doesn't show it on the back of the box. But I like the play feature here of how to bop it. I thought that was really clever. Bionicle Forever, I see you in the stream. Welcome to the stream. Brickwiz, yo, what's going on, man? How you doing? Let's get right to it. So I have already built the Super Mushroom Surprise. I did a review about this. I unlisted the review, and it is available as a Patreon exclusive. TLDR, it's $5 in USD. It's a fair number of parts that are brand new. Like ones you would find in the other sets. That's not too bad. I'm not entirely sure how frequent the question mark block or the mushroom is in the other sets. I don't see them in this one specifically. But I do like the new parts. As it is, just testing those out, something to build with, something that you can interact and not only use for the Mario line, but use in other mocks, I think is pretty cool. I do like the colors that go with it. And, yeah, of course, I can't use that. They are printed or pre-applied stickers. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but I am happy with what's here. I think these are cool. I think this is something you could easily add on to any of the Mario sets, no matter what you're getting. And even in multiples, could work very well. You could even have these just items themselves in separate areas and have like a whole bunch of platforms back to back, even if you wanted to. We got an Animations Adaver. I'm sorry if I mispronounce anyone's names here, but welcome to the stream. When Mario isn't being used, I'm going to save in my closet. So it doesn't matter. Good point. Yeah, I am actually very curious about the battery usage on that, and yeah, definitely creepy being in inactive mode. Oh wait, I forgot. I could just. I swear I'm not delaying this. I'm just curious. They don't even show it on here. Like in the instructions for that polybag, they don't show all the Super Mario sets that are releasing. I don't know if some of them are supposed to be a retail exclusive. I don't think they are. Not that I know of. I don't really know. But I don't see the Piranha Plant slide in here. I don't see the Pokey Knockout thing. It doesn't advertise about the blind bags. I have never seen the blind bags in stores either. Yeah, it's got the starter set. It's got the Toad House. It's got the Mario House with Yoshi. It's got the Boomerbill. It's got Bowser's Castle. And that's about it. There's not even the Thwomp section. None of that stuff. None of that other stuff. And they actually integrate the sets together in a big layout, as if it was one big level. So I can't say like, oh, it's this exact thing is this exact set. I just remember the models that are on these. Make sure there's a stickers. Yeah, there you go. That is an option, and I may actually have stickers to do that. Funny you mention that. So, like I mentioned before about the Biggest Mario, the Swedish building brand that that had the Mario license in the 90s, and they had a variety of stuff. I may actually replicate those stickers because I haven't attached them to anything, but like I'll take a photo scan of them, print them on sticker paper, and see if those eyes and mouth, I think it's a mouth too, can work on the Mario figure. That would be great. It may not happen, but it would be cool. I have secrets about Lego NES that I am excited to talk about, but I can't tell you yet. I can't even tell in this live stream. Just make sure you follow, subscribe, bell, all the other stuff that you do everywhere else, and you'll get to know when I announce it. I will probably have some stuff in between. I have been doing a lot of cleaning here as well. I actually switched the camera angle here. I don't think I've even recorded from this angle before, but I've cleared enough space. I can sit over here. It works perfectly fine. Why am I not sitting in a computer chair? It's over there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I have secrets, and that's all I'm going to say. I have spoken, as the phrase is from Mandalorian. That's it. Yeah, thank you. I'm preemptively saying thank you because I'm sure somebody already said, oh, you mean from Mandalorian. Is that Luigi? Yeah, there we go. I'm actually surprised that this has a punch hole in the back of the box, and it's unfortunate that one of these punch holes ain't working. This one, fine. This one, it wedged. It's not good. Well, good thing I brought a separator with me. When in doubt, if you... I would love to do a video about brick separators and like the most unconventional ways to use them, or what to do when you don't have a brick separator. I don't look like. I mean, I kind of look like Luigi, Jeff. Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. I did see you pop in before. I do look like Luigi. I could do better though. Insert Luigi noises. Huh? Oh. Wahoo! I'm trying not to go to Waluigi. I feel like I'm halfway there. He's Luigi. Alright, let's do this! Yay! New parts. I'm excited for new parts. I'm tan. Wow. I just realized not only I didn't just realize I'm not wearing a watch. I just realized that there's a tan line where my watch was. Okay. I'm working in the sunlight. Love it. Having a wonderful time. You know what I mean. Wah! If I really want to go to Waluigi impression, I can. Oh ha! Waluigi #1. I'm just gonna do the entire live stream without my own voice. Ooh. Oh. 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 I forgot. I watched how many Lego Mario videos and multiple times, and I forgot. I can't even build it without my phone, which I'm kind of using right now for the live stream. Number 1, get the app. Digital building instruction and free app. Number 2, scan to add set to your digital collection. Number 3, a giant iPad that no one can afford or can run out to the store and afford. Throw the F's in the chat, everybody. They got the same picture in here. It's kind of a lower quality picture, too. It's not even like the... It feels darker than what was on the polybag instructions for this print of the... They could have done better. This could have looked better. Starter core 71360 needed. R.I.P. Joey's enjoyment. I do have an iPod Touch. I might be able to download the app and continue. I was actually thinking for half a second, oh, I'll grab my laptop. Oh, wait. Not those digital building instructions. It has to be on a mobile device. Fine. Fine. I am not against the idea of digital building instructions. I use them regularly. I love them. I think they're very resourceful. I don't go to paper instructions that often, even on a rebuild of a Lego set. Here's my rant. However, if you are supplying them as the only means for that building experience, that's wrong. That's bad. You know why? Servers. The Mario app is, I hate to say it, even though it just came out, the Mario app is not going to exist forever. And the only way outside of that app you're going to get those digital building instructions is if somebody photocopies every single one of them, screenshot, whatever the case may be. I don't know if Lego has online instructions on their website for every one of these sets. And I say that because I know Lego Dimensions was the same way. You had to buy the starter pack to access the instructions for any of the other sets. All of them were just like this, maybe 5 pages, maybe 6 pages at best, and just an advertisement for all the other stuff from the series. They did not show you how to build anything other than the minifigure and put them on a base and say, hey, scan this into the game, find the rest of the instructions. I love Lego Dimensions, and I hated that. And I know how to find digital building instructions for Lego Dimensions, and I still don't like that. I have taken apart some of those sets. Some of them have fallen apart on their own, and it's not as easy to go back for them. Now I have to go look for YouTube videos for those sets specifically to rebuild them. Lego Super Mario is, again, in that sphere of Lego interactivity with app compatibility, that this is one thing I don't like about it, and was very, very fearful about it. I don't think Lego Fusion, which is sitting right up there, was that bad. Or Life of George. The intent of both of those was you build whatever you want, even though there's a limited number of parts. So you don't really have to worry about it that much. Even Lego Life of George, I think, don't quote me on this, you probably could build it without the instructions. You don't need, even if it didn't include them. I can't wait to review Lego Super Mario and bring up the Home Improvement SNES instructions. This is exactly the same thing. You know what, that is a game, that is a cartridge game that came out for the Super Nintendo. You open it up. It's like one spread page, like from left to right. One big page, looks like there's a whole bunch of text on it. Big slap of label on the top of it says, "Real men don't need instructions." It's a joke because it's about handiwork and home improvement and being a go-to guy. That's exactly what Lego did here. I'm going to go get my iPod. And Luigi Hat is staying here. I'm going to try not to spill the tea, aka the fruit punch. But I think I already spilled it on YouTube, metaphorically. I will be back. I need the sign. I don't have the sign. It's around here. You didn't see that. I mean, you really didn't. It actually fell off frame. I'll have to clean that up. I literally spilt the tea. I've now hit the loud meter. Is the thing. But now that I have my rant over, let's build. After I download the app, of course. Because, yeah, of course I didn't. We're just going to have to sit here and wait because LEGO decided, let's not print them. I get it. Paper instructions are a hassle. Paper instructions can get ripped, lost, weigh a lot. I know. I have 2 filing cabinets. One of them that is jam-packed, and not even all of the instructions are in there, but it is already jam-packed with paper instructions from LEGO sets. And that is a beast to move. But you need to have the balance between the two. This is the iPod. There needs to be a balance between the two for analog or digital. It's very hard to make one the standard. I mean, well, you could have the paper as a standard. That was like 80 years being the standard. Why can't I find the app? I typed in Lego. I typed in Super Mario. I thought it would bring it up. I had to type in Lego Super Mario. It would filter out all those fake Super Mario apps. Back later, Joey. Good luck. Thank you. Place your bets now if it'll work on my iPod. I hope so. Let's see. It is downloading. So, why not just build it based on the box? Either that or I gotta shut the live stream off and then restart it. Swapping the devices. Unable to install Lego Super Mario. Your device does not have enough available storage. Oh! Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought this was the compatibility issue. Oh, joy, oh joy. Jesse's Brick Galaxy, welcome to the live stream. What? I don't know. Why'd you write $5? You can't write this stuff. I really can't. I was in Target today for another completely unrelated thing. I stopped by the toy aisle. This was the same Target that I got the Lego Super Mario in, by the way. Of course, it had to be a tangent trip. I found a brand new, just arrived on the shelves, Nerf blaster. And a lot of Nerf blasters, they don't have it as like a sealed box like this. They have like a cutout on it so you actually can tangibly feel the blaster, see the size of the whole thing. They had a Nerf blaster with a roach or bug of some kind stuck in the plastic. You could see it from the outside of the box. Put one particular copy. It was the only copy of that blaster in the store, probably because all the other ones sold and they're like, nobody's touching that. I decided to post that to my Nerf friends. I'm like, I can't make this stuff up. They packaged it with a bug. Instead of it being like an error. Like an actual insect. Oh boy. Quality control is through the roof. I'm glad today wasn't awful before this point. Okay, come on, Mario. Start downloading. Stop all the downloading. Help, computer. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Alright, I guess in the meanwhile, I'm gonna order these bags. There's 2 number 6 bags. Oh, that's a 9. Oh, I forgot they do that. They have a period on it. I thought they just had the text underneath, so it's like, oh, you read it this way. Alright, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is a beefy boy. 5, 4, 3. Landslide. 2, 1. There we go. Alright, here we go. What? Why does it still not have enough space? I deleted like 3 apps. 3 large apps. Stud Studios, I saw you before, but welcome to the stream. Well, no. Most of it actually landed on the floor next to the computer desk is one of those mats that a chair can roll more easily on instead of carpet. It landed on there. Oh boy, do I need a Netflix documentary. If Lego Super Mario still does not want to download. Does not. Will not have it. I know. I will get the rag. Alright, let's delete Instagram. I deleted Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Messenger on Facebook. I sure hope it works. I will be back again. Don't you guys love when I go away in the majority of the live stream and just watching an empty room? Fold the chair. Yeah, I walked through my house with a Luigi hat, so what? It's a long week, everyone. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Please tell me that thing's actually downloading. Oh, good, it is. Oh, no! Oh, man. That was an old document of the channel. The sacred texts! Alright, well, it's Clayton's for you. And I have to get rid of that. It's a living. Well, I really hope that YouTube isn't a living. There we go, that's much better. Today's episode is brought to you by ShamWow, cleaning up all your messes and all your surfaces. Today's episode is also brought to you by... that's not an April t-shirt. Zazzle. They printed the shirt good. Get that quote on their website. They printed the shirt good. Maniac for Bricks 2020. This is the same shirt that the blue hat, the infamous blue hat, is home to. Same diverse logo on it. I guess the good thing about being a chatterbox is the fact that I can still I can stall for time. Is that the best word for it? I can stall for time. So even though you guys probably don't see me bobbing my head trying to clean this up, I will still talk with you. I just wish I could talk about what you're talking about. Kinda can't see you. Guys, I'm not made to be a YouTuber. Every time I do something, I try to bring some happiness. My happiness to your happiness. I decide, oh, well, that's too clean. That's too good. Even if it's still adequate. It's like, okay, well, I'm not trying to sabotage myself. It's just, life does not want to cut me a break. It just says, hey, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to do this thing. This thing's already been done. It's like when you poke a sim, or you like lock him in a bathroom. I don't know. It's just like, let's just make this miserable. I've been hunting for Handsome Devil. It's a minifigure that is known to cause mischief, but, imaginatively, by the way. A minifigure that is known to cause mischief in my Lego City for fun, for years. Just something to jazz things up. I haven't found him. He went missing a while ago, and I certainly believe that I have accidentally unleashed him across the room. If I can't find him, he's actually around here causing havoc. It ain't fun anymore. It was supposed to be a joke. But now it's real. And there's a little bit on the carpet. Wiped it right up. All good, all fine. Okay. Oh, that's that. Get back there, box. It's like the Jerry to my Tom. That's a good way to put it. All right. We're moving that out. There's nothing left in here. So I got some things ready for the laundry. Oh, well, now my hands got fruit punch on them. Can we just call all this the pre-show? Okay. Okay, just good. I thought it was off balance. Hello everybody, it's Maniac for Bricks, and today we're building a Lego Super Mario set. Nothing bad happened. No regrets over spilled punch. The box didn't even open properly. Yeah, from the start, nothing was happening the right way. Alright, Lego Super Mario's downloaded. We shall see how this turns out. Oh, it's one of those apps where you have to hold it a certain direction. And you can't even flip it to the other horizontal side. Man. I have little things to complain about. It's not a valid complaint. Right. Writer Rooney. I'm missing like half of the dialogue. I really can't wait to read this back and be like, oh my gosh, you guys are the best. First of all, you guys are the best. I want you to know that no matter what I do and how well I can do it, and avoiding all of the shenanigans, you guys are the best. I want you to know that. You heard? Still loading. You heard? Alright, there we go. Okay, the app is up. I'm ready for the app to crash. No, please don't! Please don't. I mean, if nobody owns the set outside of the reviewers and some people from Straight Date avoiding, then it can't crash. It won't crash. I won't let it crash. I'm sure he doesn't have an iPhone 7. That was a disastrous BlackBerry to save the day. No, this is an iPod 5th generation, I think. It's either 4th or 5th generation. No, I don't have Lego Mario. Okay. Building instructions. Bring it to me. Guardian Fortress. There we go. Right on screen. It's like it's new. It's been... You don't want to know, Joey. It's all good. Carry on. App instructions will be street dated. Oh, no. Ninja with the Bricks, first of all, thanks for being here. I don't remember how often you've been here, but welcome. Oh, it needs me to tap on the bag to open it. Why can't I just open the bag? How's the battery on the iPod? It's fine. Then I just break the portable charger. You can't make up shenanigans like this. I just live with this for 4+ years, 8 years. 8 years if you count the channel, 4 of actually living in this specific thing. Status of the punch, it's dry. I used 2 hand towels and dried it up. Alright, let's go building. I'm sorry, I don't have a super up close camera to show this. Hey, now here's the boring part of the live stream. Like, oh man, he's actually getting things done. I want to see the carnage. I want to see the action. That is a cool shell piece. Very versatile. No. No. I don't need anything else right now. I'm trying to see that name. Brickish. Brickish, welcome to the stream. How you doing? The feet are cute. That's an interesting piece. It looks like it wouldn't be Lego. It's so glossy. But it is. There's a lot of yellow. A lot of sand yellow, I call it. The really bright school bus. Not school bus yet. Which one is it? The really bright Fiat yellow. Maybe that's a good word to call it. Oh, it's horizontal, not vertical. What are you doing? Oh, it's like Digital Designer where you can actually like move it around on the screen and see different angles. Why? Why? It's a free app, but why? Why do I need this? Why do I need to move it around in the instructions? If they're preemptively designed from a certain angle so you know what to build. And it shows me the parts in the top right corner, top left corner. Like, I don't know, a piece of paper has done. Mic drop, except it's paper. And it's going to revert back anyways in the next step. It went back to the initial position. You are a hoot, Mario. Lego. I think there are some cute things here, but it gets overshadowed very easily. You could say Shadow Mario'd, if you may. The brick must go on. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Nick on Planet Rebel. Given the focus on characters. I missed the part you said before that. I'm sorry. I'm out of range to actually check back in the live stream. I'm sorry about that. This live stream is all foobar. Kids appreciate having more angles. That in the digital app shows how to play with the sets all in one package. Okay. Kids still build without angles. I mean, I do think, yes, there are a lot of components that are making it much more kid friendly, but is this moving in a new direction? Is this for all Lego sets? That's what I'm wondering. And why start with Super Mario? Why couldn't it have been like Lego City, where it's already established, already kids like it, and move it that way? And see if this actually works. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm so sorry. I saw your comment and then it immediately scrolled up. Micah Clary, welcome to the stream. Another brick in the blog from Instagram here. Thank you for joining today. And you totally did not miss any issues whatsoever. It's a long week, everybody. I'm at the very tail end of all the the cleaning down here, especially. It's just the back corner or so, which is why it's not in frame. And then the house is up on the market, according to my landlord. He may delay things. He is still adding things. Never mind, it's cool. I'm sorry, Nick. I will go back through and read the live chat sometime later, and I will respond to you over DM. Yeah, I did see BFAB joining the stream. Welcome. How you doing? And we got the tail. Oh, he doesn't have a tail? Oh. I thought Koopas had tails. Okay. Oh, that's cute. He's got a little square icon for the printed piece. I did notice that with the mushroom and the question mark block, that they have those things added in. Welcome back to the Lego community. How's it going? It's going okay. Koopa has a nub, but not a big tail. Oh, nub. Okay. Fair enough. I can live without that on the Lego model. It is cute. I really do like this. I don't remember if the blind packs have these as well. It's gonna be a long day, everybody. I hope I don't take a day with this. No, not in the blind bag series. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm sure that Lego would do a series 2. They probably include a Koopa or a Paratroopa. you know, easily could have made this in another color sometime later. I could see that happen. That would be great. Found Mario Power Bags at Walmart without the street date. Yep, very good. So I found mine at Target, and it's a cool poly bag. It is a nice thing to pick up more than one of them if you like the Mario stuff, and really cool parts in there as well. I'm getting a lot of notifications. Wow, that punch could have gone. I know it could have. I didn't mean to knock it over. I made a joke about it before I knocked it over by accident. All right. So it's got it on the back. It's got a little check mark on the app. Scan with Mario. That's cool. I do appreciate that they show you in here how to interact with it. All right, so now bag 2. Finally, there we go. As I said, of course, I still have to call them. I still have to arrange. This is kind of a tight space still for a basement. So it's very hard to get a camera crew in here to have a Netflix series, recorded. Anywho, I forgot what I was saying before that. Ninja with the Bricks. Wait, isn't that a new room? No. This is not a new room. This is the same basement, different perspective. Normally the camera would be over on that side or on that side. I don't think it's ever been that side facing that way. It's maybe it has. But yeah, I have a different perspective in the room. So there's that. Not enough perspective though for you to see that all the changes with it though. Like reducing all the stuff around and making more walkable and stuff like that. No, it did not stain the carpet. Can we move on from the punch, please? I'm on bag 2, and we're continuing to go. As I was saying before, of course, it had to happen. All of these shenanigans had to happen by forces of nature or things above my control on one of my most anticipated of LEGO Super Mario sets. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I was really excited for this thing since the trailer dropped. I'm here for the shenanigans. Kevin, are you making forces happen? Are you conspiring? Are you, thinking... I know you are an agent of chaos in all the best ways. I wish I was a comedic genius. You really got to point out when these things happen, because I honestly don't know. I'm just talking. Camera 1, camera 2. If only, yeah. We need to work on that. So, this feels kind of neat. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's a new piece. That the, 8x8 plate, 2 plates tall, however Bricklink is going to classify this, they're going to have a field day. Salboy, welcome to the stream. Oh, okay. So, I don't know if it's just because it's a new piece or just like seeing it in a different way. The anti-studs, or the tubes on the bottom of these in the corners, have such a gloss to them. The way it's just made, it almost feels like I don't want to say a cheaper plastic, but yeah, kind of. It almost feels too bright for me. I don't know. I am not here for real good reviewing. No, if you want a real review of something that's already been built a month in advance, you check out Beyond the Brick, and you check out that guy, Bricks O'Brien. He's a handsome fella, and he has a voice for radio, for television, for YouTube, for podcasts, for Netflix, all the things. We need to get the people just punch the floor. You don't believe me? I just want to build the set. I just want to build. I don't have to build live. I could have built the set already. I'm doing it because I want to enjoy your guys' company. This doesn't feel enjoyable. Even when you're busting my chops. What color? Yeah, if I had the Mario figure, I could definitely use him on top of the punch and, burn him in lava. That's gonna be my test of the starter set. It'll be like an infomercial. It'll be like, you can run him on your carpet. You can run him through a pile of punch. Oh, so we're building the castle. Okay, sweet. I like where this is going. This is a good start. And I guess it would just build like the sides and the other bags. All right. Well, yeah, this I for the kid aspect of this, I do actually like their 7 bags. It really does break down everything very neatly. For what is being built, for how it's being built. They have specially designed pieces for this stuff. This is like, it's almost like a Super Mario was engineered like a juniors line would be, or a 4+ line. 1x2x3 brick right there. Even like the new pieces, you know, I get that. It's fine. Except for the part where I added the plates in the wrong way. I will pay money to watch you build sets with an absurd number of shenanigans per build. That sounds like a dangerous idea, Kevin. But you're already a Patreon supporter, so I think you already got your money's worth. Even shenanigans are exclusive to Patreon. You know. You may be the only one in the stream who knows, other than me. The more dangerous about. See, I have the fear. It sounds like a great idea, but I also have the fear that it would be like if we reach a certain goal, then more shenanigans would go on top of that. Like it would be a planned thing. But I don't want that. I'm afraid of that. I am not here to sell out. I don't know what I'm here for. Oh boy, this is one of the most interesting builds ever. Joey builds it. Hey, remember that time when there was a Lego Movie 2 gate related set? There was a poly bag that came with Joey. Ooh, hey, if I could, I would. I think those would all be great ideas. I would love to build one of the Lego City sets from like the diving theme, add an aquarium, add a pet store. I just need someone else with me so it doesn't seem as weird. Or permission from the pet store or something. I don't know. Remember that time? So I'm gonna hop into this. Remember that time when there was a Lego Gate polybag for the Lego Movie 2? Or like Star Struck Emmett or something like that. And I was gonna build that at the quote unquote Gates of Hell in New Jersey. That didn't happen yet. I built a polybag a long time ago, but I do have another one. Maybe. Or, even better, I could get the Monkey Kid gate-related set. It has Demon Bowl King minions in it. Flawless. I do actually like that set. So far, like, I like a lot of the Monkey Kid sets by their looks. I do not have any ambition to get all of them, or really more than just the gate set. It's like, I want to try this one out. See the aesthetic, the build, the features, the characters, and move from there. And even if I don't like it, I've got the essentials. Even if it's a certain variant of something. Oh, it has to be just me. Just watch out for Elmo. Alright, gotcha. Alright. This is a doozy. What a night. Late December, or late July, back in 2020. I am so multicultural. I stretch to all the demographics, aka anyone that's my age or older, with the occasional dab to feel young and hip. Very occasional. Super chat for dab. Something like that. Look, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Help. Okay. So yeah, it kind of gives a reminder every couple steps. It's like, hey, you could twist this around. It's like, okay. I'm good. I'm cool. Thank you, app, but I got this. Build the Monkey Kid set with real monkeys. Oh gosh. Oh no. Why can't I build it with Mr. Monkey again? Yeah, I'll admit, Mr. Monkey was just a ploy because it was trendy about the Monkey Kid sets coming out and whatever. Put that quote in the paper. And whatever. I still have the monkey. That's not a lie. Uh, I don't? Oh no. I could have sworn like I didn't disable it. I thought that was a standard thing because it's like, okay, I already have a channel that's with the partner program. If I use it on mobile, it should work, right? Because I don't remember seeing anything on the mobile app when I went live anytime that I use it to say super chat on off. If I miss that option, I'm terribly sorry. And I don't know if that's the thing I can even do right now. Yikes. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, it's a POW block. Oh, sweet. The POW is nicely printed on there, both sides. The P seems really large though. I don't know if that's always like that. It looks like POW instead of POW. You know, I could just really get that one letter. But oh, I see where this is going. I'm not an engineering or mechanical kind of guy. Maybe a little bit from some of my teaching classes, Lego engineering stuff where I have to, I have to learn this stuff for work. But I already see where this is going, and I like where this is going. And I think I kind of seen it before on review though, but I like seeing those parts. Like I can process that, I can build something else like that, and it'll work nicely. Yes, that's the thing. That's the stuff, Hostess. I have no sponsors. Be a sponsor now by checking out patreon.com/maniac4bricks. For as little as $1 per month, you'll get an hour of entertainment. I can't say hours. I don't think I've reached that yet. Okay, we got that. We got the POW block, which can stand on its own as an object, which is cool. And a little sticker on it. Pre-applied sticker, whatever the terminology is. Little click sounds. And the click sounds are a good touch for the instructions. Okay, so it's weird. I've had the Super Mario 3 Melee remix stuck in my head for the past couple of days. I've never played Super Mario Bros. 3. I've played 1, I've played 2, and only recently got 3 on the NES. I don't know if I have it on any other systems, like a digital download or like the NES Classic or something like that. But that I've never played. And I've only played in the skin of it with Super Mario Maker. I hear it's great. I hear it's like a lot of people's favorite, or one of the best of Super Mario games. But as a kid, when I was playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I'd go through the campaign, and that music would play during the credits. Occasionally, it would play in the levels, or matches, I should say. It was like a new piece of music to me. Like, I've never heard this before, so I'm treating it as a part of Melee. I associate it more with Melee than Super Mario Bros. 3, even though I know now. Always look that way, Joey, with P. Oh, okay. So it is a thing, but it is bothersome. Oh, there we go. So yeah, gonna have to resolve that one day. Actually play that. Actually play any of them all the way through. Not even. I don't know. Ooh. This is a thing that's like, you didn't have to do this, but I appreciate it. Whole bunch of reverse tiles on the back side, or is it the front side, of this doorway. That's pretty cool. I actually do like that this fortress that's normally like a background detail in a Mario game is playable, is able to go through it. Oh, that's awesome. playing it through it right now. Pretty good. Wait, what? The app crashed. Did it? I don't know which one it went on. I didn't look hard enough. Alright. Focus. The batteries are good. The chargeable battery is good. The phone battery is good. It actually just gave me a notification to say 100% charge. Sweet. I've been avoiding watching since I didn't plan to play with myself and I want to be spoiled. Gotcha. That's fair. Wait, there's a Mario game you haven't played? Kevin, we're gonna have a problem. I thought you've played all the Mario games and the Pokemon games. Also, I guess you can be spoiled in a Mario game. I have a bunch of Mario games that I still have to play through. I've had ones from my childhood. I've watched my brother play them. I've never fully played them myself, my own file or whatever. You can settle down now. Yeah, that's the one. Loading. Okay, it's back again. Not every game. Okay. Most of them. Gotcha. Kevin called it. Maybe not in step 4, but he did call it. Adakin, welcome to the stream in Downtown Bricks. Good to see you here. E. Oh, I am happy about this. Even though it crashed, it didn't give me any warning or anything that's like, hey, do you want to submit this? I'm sure it automatically does that diagnostic stuff by that point, you know, by technology. What I'm happy about is that it went right back to the step right before it crashed. So I can put this on. Joey may be a happy boy tonight. Yeah. He's a happy boy. Yeah. No Mario necessary. This is great. This is even better than I thought the play feature would be. And the next step shows it how it works. Okay, cool. Cool. So, yeah. I have plenty of Mario games that I've grown up with and very few beaten. And I considered it an accomplishment when I was a kid. My brother beat Donkey Kong 64 from what I remember. But the one part he couldn't do to progress in the game and had me do was beat the arcades. I didn't have to beat the Asteroid one or Astronaut, whatever it was called, like the first rare game that they made or whatever. I'm doing all right. How are you? Or was that the chat? I don't know. So the one that my brother couldn't beat, but I got enlisted to help with, was the Donkey Kong arcade in Donkey Kong 64. It's required to get that, so you get the Nintendo coin to unlock a big door. The rare coin is for the other arcade cabinet that my brother beat. No problem. What my brother didn't tell me was that I had to beat the Donkey Kong twice. And it took me several tries to even get through it first time. But I got through it. I beat it twice, and I felt really accomplished. That was like one of the biggest gaming moments I could have ever had. So much so, because I couldn't even beat the one on my NES. I have Donkey Kong Classic on the NES, which has Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., Game A, Game B modes, Game B being the more difficult one. And I couldn't beat it on the Game A of the original Donkey Kong arcade on the NES. So now I could go back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. And I'm not just talking about the first level, 25 meters. I'm talking about the whole shebang. I'm talking about whether or not it has a Mortar Pie level. Because some versions change it. I know the change. I haven't beaten Donkey Kong 2 yet on the arcade. That one is a bit more tricky because it's a whole nother mechanic of how you move. I've made progress in Donkey Kong 3, an official arcade cabinet of that. But I don't think I've beaten it yet. But I get the premise. This actually, brings it back to simplistic stuff, but still being really cool. Almost Galaga in nature, actually. So it's fun. It's fun for that. Oh, I broke a thing. No. There we go. I am a little surprised that they're using dark red in here instead of being nougat, but that's fine. I think actually that works. Makes it look like a faded part of the wall. Let's see. Shamefully, I cannot count this set as being built in the way I want to do it. I mean, when I do the starter set, I plan this a long time in advance when I pre-ordered it. When I build the starter set, I will not be doing a live stream of it. Or if anything, I'll do a live stream maybe after it. I don't plan to do a live stream on the build. My plan is that set, and now that I have the 4 suit sets, so those 5, I plan to build it while watching the live-action Super Mario Brothers movie for my first time. I've never watched it before. I've only seen clips of it. I've heard about it ad nauseum over time. I have not seen it front to back. I've heard music from it, which is awesome. So good. So 90s. So good. But I have not actually tried it the entire movie. And I am really excited for it. I just thought that would be a great time to do so. Because what other Mario media could I do other than a Let's Play or something to accompany that? And what better media, from what I understand? You'll enjoy it, just maybe not in a good way. Hey, I've enjoyed things in a not so good way. Wait a second. Don't give me bag 3 yet. Go back. There's something missing here. There's a whole bunch of pieces sitting right next to me. Did I build something wrong? There's a Donkey Kong on Atari. I forgot about that. Let's see. No. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. It had me go to bag 3 and skipping over a bunch of pieces in bag 2. Like, even if they're for bag 3, why are they in bag 2? Anyone catching my drift? Brian, you catching my drift? I don't even know if Brian's watching. I totally don't mind if you skip through it. It's like, hey, I got work to do. It's fine. Galaga forever be my guy. Galaga's a lot of fun. Galaxia, nah. I've tried it many times. I still probably have a port of it, and I don't feel that. I don't feel that way the way I feel with Galaga. Wait, was this in the bag? Oh, I already had this here? I don't even remember if this was part of it. But they didn't put it in any of the other ones. Okay. Alright, sure. I'm actually surprised they didn't put a brick separator in this set. I thought they would have. I'm working while watching, no problem. Absolutely, the Super Mario Super Show Star. Oh, that's the other thing I could have done. I do have one of the DVDs with Super Mario Super Show. It's a very short DVD. It has like a couple episodes. The only thing I remember from that DVD, I hope I still have it. I don't even know. I haven't watched it in so long. The only thing I remember from watching that DVD is that it has the episode with everybody rapping. And in the 80s, 90s form of rapping. Like, that was my introduction to the Super Show. Okay. Again, it was good for all the wrong reasons. Like, everybody was rapping in there. It's like, you can't make this stuff up. This actually happened. This is a real thing. I'm not surprised this is a facade. It's supposed to be. When do I cross a line between typical AFOL reaction to the Lego Super Mario or, open-minded AFOL? I'm trying to be unbiased about this. I'm trying to embrace it for what it is, even if I had some gripes earlier. As we know. Wait. Oh, there it is. Found it. Good, good. Why does it say 2, though? There's the number 2 next to the tile. I never noticed that before, but it's there, apparently. Okay, then. Or Joey Reaction, you're in your own league. I used to watch that Mario live action show all the time, and they would cut the cartoons. Why would they cut the cartoon part of it? I would think they would do the opposite and cut the live action, even though... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's a... Oh. The latch for the door. Okay, cool. That's fine. Ooh, dark red plate. Probably should have noted about that before when I had the dark... Yeah, the reddish brown plate. But, hopefully it's not dated. Or, you know, breakable. Yeah, the dark red with nougat actually worked pretty well here. I think it's coming together nicely. Y'all can lurk if you want to. I don't know how much you're missing out, but I do also enjoy the conversation. If it happens. Whatever goes, goes. Was that the Mario... What was that Mario rap you mentioned? That... I don't know the name of the episode. I just know there was an episode with it. That was on the DVD that I had as a kid. I got it for like my birthday or something. It was in like a big SpongeBob box of a bunch of other stuff. Like, I guess my parents bought the box, bought the stuff, crammed it in there, make it like a one big surprise, and it's like, oh, all these little goodies. Ooh, there's multiple gifts in here. It's cute. It's fine. But that DVD, though, I would not be surprised if I still have it. But I did throw out a lot of DVDs. A lot of old or replaceable, you know. I had a lot of stuff as a kid, like these little dollar store DVDs that it wasn't anything memorable, wasn't anything worthwhile. It might have got stuck with those for all I know, and gonna have to find some other means to find it. He's big around Broadway, he's a city boy. I missed that part before it. Mario Cantone was on the show. I remember him on the show. Oh, okay. Wait, nope, that's the wrong piece. I'm like a step ahead. I want to be a step ahead, but that would not work. That hasn't worked before. Building the set like this has not worked before either. We all know. You saw that. They're all over there. Eventually, eventually it'd be great to do stream highlights. I think that'd be fun. I know that's a thing on Twitch. Don't get worked up. It's just not easy to do it on YouTube, but I know there are a lot of memorable moments. I've only clipped like a few of them from other previous live streams. All right, we got the battlements, I think they're called. Build those up. I still have to wonder about all those plates. They weren't used at all. I look back in the instructions. They didn't show up anywhere. My guess is that they are for this area, but not attachable yet because of everything surrounding it. That's what it looks like to me. I'm just surprised that I didn't have to build it yet. R.I.P. Captain Lou Albano. Yep, absolutely. Okay. And back 4 time. You heard the app. Koopa's just sitting here like, Bedu? I tried. I don't think I could do a lot of good Mario impressions of characters that don't talk. Bedu, Bedu? That's one of my favorite ones. Super Mario Baseball on the GameCube. Great game. Great spin-off game from Mario. And what I quoted was when a Koopa Troopa goes up to bat, and you charge up the bat before swinging instead of just pressing the button once to swing and you like press and hold. The wind up for a Koopa Troopa at bat. I'm playing spades and watching the ice. Oh, whoops! I put in the wrong tile. Wrong part of the tile. That didn't take long. And I guess this goes here? No? It's not ready for that. I'm putting these pieces aside because I need to note. That's from bag 3. And that doesn't have it. Better yet, they had the Zelda. Oh, yeah. I do remember that there was a Zelda cartoon. I don't remember watching it, though. I've seen clips of the episodes here and there, but never a full episode. That's why I watched Zelda mini cartoons during the show. Yep, there you go. You're watching with your Super Mario. Ooh, wait. Okay, now. Okay, call it here. Timestamp. Whatever. I am using the turnaround feature, whatever you want to call it, in the app for my own, like, not just testing it out, just like, oh, I had a legitimate reason to use this. Make sure that the plate is put on the right way, because I will admit, this step with the cloud building underneath it, it did show it flipped over and landed on here, but from the instructions, from that one angle, it looked like the piece wasn't there, and that would not connect. So I'm like, okay, let me rotate this so I can see that it's still there, that it attaches in the right spot. You got me. You got me there. Oh, that was on another cloud. Oh. Okay, then. Float above each other. Gotcha. Welcome to the incredibly slow build and commentary of a LEGO Super Mario set. You can't even see the clouds. They're in the way of the... I'm wearing a white shirt. It wasn't planned, but... There you go. And then Mario cartoons. All the cartoons are awesome as well. I will reveal who I am. Foxy Grandpa Bricks. That's a clever name. Welcome to the stream. But I'm good for now. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Okay, now I know what's gonna happen on this side. Used to think Sesame Street was a real place back then. I thought so too. I would shop in the Bronx for Italian goods. She looks like Sesame Street. Gee, I wonder. Perhaps there was a production company who filmed in a metropolis. And that metropolis may be a real place. I honestly don't know. I don't know where the Sesame Street was filmed. I would believe Brooklyn, though. Thereabouts. I do enjoy going to film locations. As long as I know it's a film location prior to going, when it's like, oh yeah, I like this movie, and it'll be cool to be at the spot where the movie was. I've watched people on YouTube who enjoy different movies, go to different locations. I've probably talked about it with at least one of you at some point about The Blob, going to the actual diner, the downtown diner in Pennsylvania. Downingtown, Pennsylvania. There we go. That was a treat. It was a fun, out of the way visit. Who else have I been? I've been to the diner ice cream parlor that was in the end of The Sopranos. I just knew it for that. I've never watched The Sopranos. Even living in New Jersey and being Italian, I've never watched The Sopranos. So I can't judge based off of that. Which is your favorite Mario set? Hard to judge. Because I've only built 2. Building 2. Yeah, because I've been playing with like. Okay, sure. Trying to think where else I've been. I'm sure I could think of other film locations and have them all down. I feel like I need a broomstick. hit the ceiling. It's like, I hear you up there. I don't know what the opposite of that is. Stamping your foot? Alright. That's a check mark. And there are other components still not built yet. They do break it down in the app where it's like, here's this whole model in several bags. So that's neat. Is this going to be a build 2 scenario? Oh, wait, because it's left and right castlement. So probably not. Oh, it's a mirror build. I probably could have built this mirror style. I'm going to try that. Sometimes this works okay. Helps me build faster. When it's like, oh, I'm already grabbing these pieces that are exactly identically used on the other side. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that works. When I created the digital renders, presuming that the Lego Super Mario series would be minifigure first, then these before these were revealed, I had a smaller version of the castle built, but a more complicated version. I will say this is much better construction than what I came up with because I had a play feature in there, trying to incorporate a play feature in there, where there'd be 2 small levers on either side of it that would flick up a flick fire missile as if it was fireworks, like in the game. Kind of disappointed that's not here, but for the structure of this, it's fine. It works a-okay. Mods, you know what to do. Did bags 1 to 4. Yep, I saw you, Sega. I saw your message. It's exactly why everything looked like Sesame Street back then, except true. Oh, so there was just a section just for that one structure. I thought it was going to show both of them. Done. Built it. Fastest build ever. You didn't even see me change a brick. All right. Now it's got a little video that plays. Cool. All right. I do like they add the power block sound in there. That is cool. Just imagine. Oh, here we go. Okay. This one looks simple enough I could build it without the instructions, but I'm going to go with it anyways. Imagine if they put a little more effort reading Rainbow. Imagine if they put a little more effort like that into Hidden Side. I mean, they put a lot as it was. I will give them credit for all of the filming that they had done in a spooked out studio, backdrop of any of those locations, any of the little clips that they have on their product page. Better building more fun. So, what yeah, okay, I built it right. Oh, that's not where it goes. So, I say that because on the app, it's showing a little video of, when you build a certain model, that's what the POW sound you saw was before. So it's like showing how the play feature works. So that's cool that there's a short video clip for that. That there was something engineered and studio prompted for that. No, I don't want to scan with Lego Mario. There we go. That's building the next part of it. With the flagpole. It doesn't tell me where to put this though. It just showed, hey, tree's done. Where does it intend for me to but that's where the flower... Okay. I'm just going to put it on the side for now. Keep in mind, no extra pieces were up to this point, except for bag 3 and bag 5. 2 extra pieces. This is totally normal extra pieces. Later, Ninja, I will have the rest of the stream still up on YouTube if you want to skim through the rest of the build. Or find more shenanigans. I'm sure comments will let you know timestamp wise. And the other pieces here, I know aren't extra. They are part of the build. There you go. Is that Joey? Put the little ninjas to bed. There you go. Ninja's got to rest. That's a nice short bag for the flagpole, which is also a nice feature. There's a lot of kinetic stuff in the set. If I had to describe this in one word, it's kinetic. There's a lot, like, even without the Mario figure, I think this is a playable thing that you could press on and move things around and still enjoy that. I have postulated that maybe I'll bring this to one of my classes, or show this to one of my classes, for them to try out. So, if all works well, keeping it all clean, of course, this would be a fun experience for them. It's like, hey, these are cool. Great, got that. This. Oh wait, did I? No, that's the right spot. Okay, I'm sorry. The text faded right away. I'm sure there are better systems out there for live streaming, mobile, and keeping up with the chat. I just don't know what they are. By default, this is like, there's a new message, and then it fades before I get enough time to read it, regardless of how long or how short the message is. So I'm not trying to diss you guys. I'm not trying to ignore every one of these. It just doesn't give me enough time to read it. And at the wrong times, unfortunately. Flagpole thing here. I'm going to put the coop over there. It can stop falling over. I feel like I should have brought the Koopa shell down here. I have a big plush Koopa shell with a sound box in it. So you could like tap on it or push it against something and it'll make noises as if it's like knocking into objects and then adding up to 1-up. Where them hose at? The hose, the Technic hose, it's not pneumatic, is it? No, pneumatic would have been less rigid. This is a rigid hose, as they call it. I know that because I couldn't find it on Bricklink just by looking for Technic hose. It brought up the pneumatic one. This is not. I reversed it. I went through a Lego set that I knew that had it, like Hogwarts Express or something, and found out what it was. Okay. Time check. Got it. Why am I not wearing the watch? A little uncomfortable. I can't wear it for a whole day straight. It's a nice watch, but it needs like 1 or 2 more notches to make it comfortable to wear throughout the day. Otherwise, at some point, it feels like it's clamping my hand too hard. I don't know. Is that a petty thing? To petty reviews? Maniac for petty reviews. This is a printed piece with the Mario logo on it. Mario hat logo. Is that how it is in the game when he gets like a checkpoint though? Because that's not at the end flag. It could be treated as an end flag, right? Does it scan it differently in here as an end flag? I don't know. Let's see. Nice and simple. And then it's probably going to show a video of it. But there's still a piece here. There's still a piece here. There's 3 other pieces. They sound like extra pieces to me. Okay. So this one is more of a checkpoint flag and doesn't actually affect anything in the game. Because it didn't show anything on the screen that's like, oh, look. I just figured this out. These pieces are leaving outside of the bags, outside of the instructions, to encourage that you could customize it however you want. Like, oh, these are all modules. And you could put them together however you like. Big brain time. Alright, number 6. Number 6. Fun fact, 6 was my least favorite number growing up. I mean, I'm okay with it now. I don't know why I didn't like it as a number. But maybe it's because I'm not really good when saying something with a C or like a soft C, a soft S kind of sound, even though there's a lot of words with it on the ends of words a lot of times. I didn't like 6 as a word more than a number because it was a little harder for me to say. I actually went to speech when I was in elementary school. I don't remember if it was through middle school. But I do remember it was like somebody would stop by the classroom. They pick up a couple students at different times every week. And we'd walk outside of the school itself. And I'm saying a lot of S words while doing this. And we went to this trailer that was always parked outside of the school. It was like supposed to be there. And a couple of us would have different exercises. We'd have these sheets of paper, have a whole bunch of words on them, writing sentences with them, and just practicing the speech pattern. I've picked up nothing since then. It was oftentimes trying to reverse how I was moving my lips and tongue and all the other things that make sound possible. I'm not intentionally using a lot of S words, by the way. It just happened. So, it's trying to change that behavior. Like, I was supposed to put my tongue in a certain part of my mouth when I would say something with an S. Like, normally, when I say something S-related, Sally sells seashells by the seashore. My tongue is up in the top of my mouth, where it's apparently not supposed to be like that, or something. I have no idea. I don't even know how I got involved with it, but it just happened for me. Just as a kid, it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. Boy, don't I feel special that I'm missing out on English. Hey, in some of those classes, in some of those teachers, it was good. It was good to get away from the teachers for a bit. It's like, you might have to rehire some people. Dark magic, definitely. I swear your memory is like Rain Man Incredible. See, Kevin, the secret is I remember random, useless stuff. I have a memory that is nothing relevant, or very seldomly relevant. All those Lego books that are sitting to my left, I don't remember all the stuff in them. I remember a handful of stuff in them. But you give me the right time, you give me the right Lego event, I'm sure I could spit Lego facts nobody would ask for, and nobody would know, or nobody would care for. Let's hit the casinos. I'm not that good. I'm not good at flash memory, if that's the right word for it. Like, oh, show me a whole bunch of cards, flip them over to show what's actually on them, and then flip them back and say, okay, match 2 of these cards together. Match me two cards with a heart. I don't know. I've never been to a casino. I'm supposed to know what they do there. I've been to a casino before, to be honest. Dang it. I have been to a casino before, but not actually playing one. Or if I have, it was maybe a jackpot or slot machine. I don't count that as gambling. I don't. It technically is. I was with my mom and my sister. We walked through Atlantic City just to try it out, see what it was like. We walked through one of the casinos in there. Mostly again just to see it, not necessarily to gamble. We played on one of the slot machines, won a couple of dollars. I don't remember it being any huge jackpot or anything like that. I'm still here for now, so that just happened. All right, next thing, next module. So I will give Lego Mario some credit that it is breaking things up into some fascinating like you're not building it as a whole set. You're building it almost like a Minecraft crafting box, but it's every Lego Mario set. That's what the impression I'm getting is. Maybe something like Bowser's Castle might be a bit more like, okay, we're building this entire thing with the majority of the pieces in the set. That's gonna be a long bunch of instructions together. But yeah, the crafting box is a lot like that, where you're building all these little components. They all can sit on their own, and you can rearrange them to however you like. Kevin for Atlantic City, Kevin for Jersey Part 2. Oh no, more toying! Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Did I already tell you that you guys are the best? Just want to be sure. Thought you guys knew that. Like Lego Facts Inside, you remember things from your childhood vividly, like exact timeline time. See, there are some things I don't remember. Like I have photographic memory of stuff, and I have no idea when it happened. Like I have photographic memory of going to Toys R Us, and somewhat vivid memory of, again, videographically, photographically, buying my first Bionicle set there. I don't remember the entire experience. It's not a thing I could play back in my head, but I do know which Toys R Us it was. I know that Toys R Us closed before all the other Toys R Us's. They like long time before it. It became an LA Fitness, and I don't remember when that happened. When it closed, I still remember what the Toys R Us looked like. It was a very, very blue outline to the front of it with like a yellow walkway, which not every Toys R Us had. Because I know too much about Toys R Us. Too much. I did so much research on a video that never came out. I love that place. I love Toys R Us in general, but I like that particular one as well. If I remember correctly, which I might, that might have been one where they had like a brick built statue on top of the shelf in an aisle, or like an end cap kind of thing. So when you walk into Toys R Us and you see aisles upon aisles of different toys, you pick out Lego right away. It is there. It is obvious. Unless it was another location that could have been possible. JP Brick Fanatic, I'm sorry I didn't see you in here earlier, but thank you for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I will check out more of your videos real soon, probably overnight, and hope you enjoyed. Because I do want to see what JP says about the packs, the blind packs. I haven't actually seen reviews about the dots, and I'm actually curious if anyone else is having the same thing I had when it comes to the distribution. I think some people mentioned it one time, if I remember. I hope I remember correctly. But Kevin, that's actually the thing that makes me very fearful, is the fact that I have vivid memories of things, but there are some things I blank out on all the time. Even the immediate stuff, things that are happening right now, things that I want to do or I'm working on, I don't know where it didn't register in my memory at all, even as a temporary thing. Like I could pick up something, move it across a room, go back to the first side of the room within the same day, and I'm like, oh, where did that thing go? I have no idea. There we go. some very useless story times I could always make about these kinds of memories, about these kinds of things. Memory has always been a fascinating subject to me in general, like how people remember stuff, how vividly people can remember stuff, how they can remember stuff from years and years ago, even older than I am, and with perfect detail. All I need is one big casino and nothing else, and it fades away. Again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it as fast as possible. But that is one thing I was in trouble with. I was not a fast reader. I sometimes even read the same paragraph twice, like on the same page. I'm just like, I not like I'd read words, not comprehend them. Read the paragraph again, trying to comprehend it. It didn't mean anything. I didn't get anything out of it. It's a deep conversation. One of the things that I always thought about through maybe teenage years, maybe even childhood, um, as far as inventions go, as far as technology progressing, I would love to be around for the day when they create technology that can replicate memory as if it was an actual photograph or an actual video or an actual document. Like whatever neurons are connected in my brain to transmit something in the mind's eye, whatever the case may be, um, and recreate something that I remember. Like for an example, I've watched SpongeBob dozens of times. You could put on just the audio or just the soundtrack from a SpongeBob episode, and I'm not even looking at a screen. I'm not looking at a TV, anything that's displaying the episode itself, even what's playing the device. Um, and I could watch the episode in my head. I could see it perfectly. Like that kind of stuff. I would love if there was a time when something gets invented to project that memory as the person remembers it. And that's the kind of thing that would be super helpful. It would be super involved, but it would be super helpful. Like if you have a criminal case and you need to proof somebody's alibi or witness account, put them to the machine. Let's see what they saw. It may not be the prettiest thing, but it would be very helpful. It would give a lot more detail than could be orchestrated. I'd love to be around for that, whether or not I actually test it. I would love to know that technology exists when um, I'd love to be alive to know that that technology exists and is helpful. If you that is the thing. If you ask me anything, what would you want in the world? What would you want that's never been created? What would you want that's never been invented or perfected? That's it. To project memory to a visual medium based on how it connects in your brain, based on your memory. Like, to actually recreate it as a new thing. Like 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 how your mind has like a snapshot or a video camera of what's going on around you. Actually getting a video file or a photo file of it from this machine would be great. I think I may have talked too much. I feel like I'm borderline podcast right now with how tangential the live stream has gotten. I'm sorry, everybody. Lego Super Mario brings out the most in me. Deep Thoughts with Joey. All I need is one big casino win and nothing else matters. That's all you remember. I mean, maybe. There's a lot of it that's out of my control, though, for a casino. From what I understand. Good memory does not mean that I know what the next ball on the roulette table is going to land on as a number or color. That's not memory. That's clairvoyance. That's predicting the future. This is cool. It's a nice little play feature. Like I said, this set is so kinetic. I like it. There was a video. So that's where the Koopa would be standing. And there was enough space to actually have him on there. Okay. Stop. I said stop. I've been pressing the X button like 3 or 4 times. Wait. 2 extra pieces. Let me go back. No, that's all it tells me to build. Alright, we'll keep going. I'm gonna put that aside. That's bag number 6 and number 7. I forgot there were 2 more bags. I'm not even sure if I can do individual reviews of the Mario sets. Like, I feel like I could, but I almost feel like it would be almost on the level of a collectathon, where it's like, it's better to describe all of it together and how it all interacts with each other because of the way they're structured. Normally, a collectathon is like, well, they just line up in, their uniform, and some things can interact, but not every single theme. Some things just look like better versions of another. Oh, the big warp pipe piece. That's cool. Another big 8x8. There's a lot of pieces here. Wow. Okay. How y'all doing tonight? Doing good? Doing real good. The viewer count went from 10 to 3. I don't even know when. Was it when I was talking about the speech impediment? Was it talking about memory? I know at least 2 people that have left the stream. They have mentioned it. I don't know. I want to say those things aren't important, but I do want to see things get better. We got a Warrior Gecko 04. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I really don't want to harp on those kinds of things about view count, live, subscribers, all the statistic and analytics stuff. I don't want to worry about it in private or public. And I know some people on various channels and various hobbies, not just saying in the LEGO community, some people will push that forward. I watched somebody who has regularly had content uploaded, like almost daily, and they would ask about subscribing, and they would mention 68% of viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you want to see more stuff, you should subscribe. And that logic works. That makes sense. But I feel weird with saying, but the chart says, to every video. He's a nice guy. I'm still subscribed to him. I've been subscribed long before. I don't know. I just feel weird with mentioning stuff like that, because it's like, I'd like to grow. I'd like to do more things. I'd put a lot of not only time, but money investment into this channel, into the hobby. There are plenty of things that I've bought over time. I could have just worked with those, or just things I've had since childhood. I could have still made YouTube videos about them. But I know there's other stuff on the outside that I'd like to get. I'd like to upgrade. I'd like to improve. The tripod that this is sitting on top of for streaming this is, a brand new investment. Replacement, yes, but you know what I mean? I don't know. Can't be an existential live stream without talking about the YouTube existential part of it. I'd hate to say I need to work within a budget and parameters of what's already here. I mean, right now, it's a lot of stuff, and I probably could still create content with it for a while. But some people aren't looking for that. And I know that there's new stuff on the outside that people want. We got a cardboard Mario here. Welcome to the stream. I got a green Mario with me. I'm sorry, green Mario. We're doing good. Just having all kinds of discussion throughout this live stream. I did not realize this was going to take an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to build this set. How many pieces was this? 468 pieces. Fair price. Like, good chunk of stuff for $50 in the US. That's not a problem. Oh, it goes there. Okay. Couldn't see the lily pad. I didn't want to use it again, but I actually was thinking that. I do like that it's an option. It's the only gripe that I have with it is that is it an option to justify it over paper? It's a plus, but is that Lego being like, oh, instead of printing them, we'll do this thing, and we'll make it okay to do this thing because we can add these other gimmicks and features to it. That's where I'm like, maybe. I would have sat there and been like, excuse me, sir. We've been in business for over 80 years, and we've had a formula nobody really complained about, except for maybe the print quality of the paper sometimes. Maybe we don't have to change it that much. Like I said, I just like that there are two. If there were two options out there, you know, pick and choose. That'll be fine. Even if one option works better for kids, it may not work for all kids. This is the part where you unsubscribe, isn't it? It's like, wow, being so petty. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, that's the right spot. There we go. This feels like my Let's Play. Except it's a Let's Build. Is this what a Let's Play for Lego Mario for a Lego video game set is like? I do intend to heavily play with these. I do intend to use them as the interactive board game, however you want to phrase it, was made to be. Except we can hear you. So where's Mario? Mario is sitting possibly in Connecticut, I think. If I ordered from Shop at Home, it would be sent out through Connecticut, right? Probably. In the US. So yeah, I didn't get the Mario set yet. I tried getting it at Target, didn't turn up. Or at least it got street dated. There was one copy left. It seems like it escaped the bunch. But this one wasn't street dated, and I got it. And I got 4 of the suits, not street dated. I'm not building them until I build the Mario set because I can't use them outside of that. And it's only a handful of pieces. I saw Kevin say something. Although I have seen packages marked from other places like Texas. Comes from the DC in either Tennessee or Texas. DC Distribution Center. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, I have gotten packages before that were marked from Texas. From Lego. That makes sense. Build some warp pipe. All right. All right. Oh, I see. This is a piranha plant portion of it. Piranha plant portion. Can't say it 3 times fast. I do like how this is being built up. Then I got the switch here. I'm building my favorite part of the set, basically. Because I'm so excited for this thing to work. Although I have been hesitant seeing reviews about it, how it doesn't exactly work every time. I mentioned before this, I said that this feels juniorized. I mean juniorized in like the method of going through it. Not all of the pieces feel that way. It still feels like you're doing intricate stuff in here. Like they didn't have to put this leaf on the end of a pipe. It's new. I mean, not new, but like it's more than they would have to do for a junior audience. Can we call it junior audience? Is that how we get through the COPA algorithm things? Oh, I said COPA. Now we can't. Now it ain't going to change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing if I had to live my life all over. Johnny Bristol, everybody. I will do it all again if I had to live my life all over. When are we getting the Lego karaoke night for the Lego community karaoke night? I've been practicing for years. There was one time. Oh, the app crashed again. Hopefully it saves it this time. Again. Andrew Millenheft, welcome to the stream. So we're 3/4 of the way through the Guarded Fortress set. Second time the app crashed. It has happened. And it happens again. I keep having my watch turned upside down. No, I'm not going to go to a pocket watch. If I were to guess, these are probably going to get put together to push in here. And this is probably going to be on its own. This is probably going to be on its own. It's still loading. I'm waiting on it. Karaoke. Oh, that's right, you did. I do remember hearing about that. I remember a long time ago we talked about that as like, we're going to have the AFOL Christmas album. That is still too loud for me. I don't know why I didn't change it. Anywho, I do remember that being a thing. And then the people who postulated the idea in the community aren't really as involved anymore. I mean, it's fine. Whatever works for them. But the project never continued, is what I was getting to. Okay, good. Back on track. Oh, so we are using this, so I was already wrong. And this is for the button. The bouton. Oh, I see. Okay. So that goes over it. I love the aha moments in Lego sets. Like, oh, I know this is a play feature, but I don't know how to get to it. But now I know for next time. Gotcha. Because if I'm understanding correctly, there's the warp pipe. Piranha Plant would be on top of here. You press this to knock it back in, and then there's the button behind it that it was guarding. Wait, it didn't have me build the button? Ooh. Okay. Nothing printed on the sides of it. Oh, we're doing the thing. We're doing the plant. I'm being careful because I know there's a lot of parts that can roll. Okay, there we go. I have to say for $50, this feels like a complex build. Or like I feel like I'm really getting a lot to build in here. I really think a lot of the Mario sets were overpriced. Maybe like a handful, but this seems pretty fair so far. Okay, we got that. I keep watching the chat. I don't see anything new pop up. I'm sorry. I'm not. Again, I'm not trying to ignore everyone. I'm trying to catch at the right moments before it fades away. I'm gonna have to read through a lot of the live chat later and message everybody and be like, remember when you talked about that thing? Yeah, I like that. It's like, come on, dude. It's 3 a.m. I don't want to talk right now. New comment. I like that you put it in the square brackets and then it's all and no caps. It reminds me of like the Adult Swim logo. All right, how far do we go with this thing? Oop, that's too far. There, now I know. And knowing is half the battle. I feel like I keep quoting stuff in live streams just as filler, and I apologize. The face. This is what the face looks like in a person. I guess. I hope. I wonder if the Nintendo stores would sell these. I feel like they would. And I wonder if they're going to do an event for it. I should go to Toys R Us on Saturday. Because here's the thing. Yes, Toys R Us across the campus, across the nation. It's the face of Spambox, yeah. We all know about. And then it was brought back in 2019 under a new format. When they opened it in Garden State Plaza, first of all, I was there. I was happy about it. It was a very nice event. They had several costume mascots from different areas. So, like, they had Baby Shark for part of the day. They had Paw Patrol, like 2 different costumes. They had a Mario costume. I don't remember if they had a Lego costume. Probably not. I'll have to check my photos again. I don't know if I posted them. Anywho, it would not surprise me if Lego and Nintendo did that again. Whether it's for Toys R Us, for Nintendo stores, or for Lego stores, in some way, inviting people to try out the Lego Super Mario sets. So maybe I'll take a stop by on Saturday. By the way, I was not there when Just Too Good was there. I checked the video. Not in there at all. Not a frame. And I was not. And not only that, not even in the cut footage was I there, because I've been in the store numerous times. I do not remember hearing him there. I wouldn't have picked him out as well, you know. He I don't know if he would actually come up to me if he recognized me and be like, "Hey, it's Maniac for Bricks." Whether or not I would be on camera, I have no idea. I've never met Just Too Good. I've talked with him a bunch. That's about it. That's cool. Swear. I still watch his reviews. I actually watched one of the Mario reviews earlier today. I think it wasn't for this set. I don't remember which one it was for. Absolutely will. They sold the Connect sets. Wait. Oh, to make an event about it? That Nintendo would go forward with it? Lego David, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to wrap this up as soon as possible, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hold you up and get that sweet ad revenue. I'm not making anything. Like I said, big investment. Not here for the return, you know, or only the return, I should say. And there's the bottom jaw. Or the top jaw. I don't know. Maybe they're both made the same way. It's one clip difference or something. That is cool. They turned it around. And now it's just flashing. Alright, count this another time, but I don't know why exactly it's flashing. Alright, okay, sure. I don't know, sure. That one guy from SpongeBob. So, Plankton thinks he can stay open longer than me, does he? I don't know, sure. You said I wanted a Nintendo store would sell them. Oh, okay. I actually never went to the Nintendo store when they had them, so I had no idea. I always got mine at Toys R Us. And they were cool sets then too. They also had a lot of kinetic stuff, like using near minifigure scaled Mario figures to move around on different objects. Sometimes they have them bounce off of a platform. And you want to do a TOU discussion, so maybe you inspect. I think I did. Am I the only one here who doesn't? It's fine if you don't. It's not for everybody. Any Lego theme is not for everybody. I try to enjoy a bit of everything, but I'm not going to like it all 100%. I think I've already went on the Star Wars tangent before, but no need to repeat here. Way too gimmicky. It's for a different audience. It may not work for, like I said, the style of it or the function of it, I can see not working for everybody. But here's the difference. You don't make a video laughing that that style that you're not a fan of is discontinued. And then decide, oh, this gained a lot of people because I had basically insulted them for liking it. So I'm going to do another video to keep the viewership going and apologize, aka rationalize my behavior, aka not actually see what I did was a problem. No, I'm not talking about anyone in particular. What are you talking about? It's okay to not like something. And it's okay to see that a company is dropping something that you didn't like and saying, "Oh, good, we can do other stuff. I might get to something else I can enjoy." But it's how you present it. Presentation is all important, as you saw throughout the beginning of this live stream. There we go. That's a piranha plant if I ever saw one. And now I have. And it goes on the end of this. That goes in the back of here. Let's see. This will hold out on there. That's not supposed to go that way. Oh, I didn't put the pin on it. That's why I didn't retract. Okay. You gotta test it when the app tells you to, because the app tells you what works. I got the whole chain facing the wrong way. And the app crashed again. I didn't even flip a page. At least I know what to do. But yeah, to some degree, you do insult the fans of that thing when you say that something is irredeemably trash and garbo. Even if it's in a minority of fans, even if it's not the most outspoken of people. And I can definitely say there are garbo things, but that's from my perspective. It's not for me. The wording itself has to be changed. Have you guys heard the new rumor and the hint? I don't know. See, and that's the other thing about the rumor. I don't believe rumors. Even if there is a credible source or something reliable or something that a select group of people may find valid and can support that, I'd rather hear it from the mouth of the Red Square. Speaking of mouth and Red Square, okay, that's cool. I don't mind that it takes a second hit or something. That's fine by me. Sweet. Yeah, this works perfectly fine. I got it in one hit. Oh yeah. That's important for speedrunning strats. Alright. I gotta bring the app up again. We're almost done. And they flipped over. See, all this needs is like one or two more of them for a whole layout, which I don't know if that means I'm going to have to buy, which means at the moment, probably have to buy another set of these because I don't think this function, this module, if you may, appears in another set. I'd love to see a kind of this that can fire fireballs. Even if it's a stationary or different arrangement kind of thing. Oh, we got the video. Wait a minute. I didn't finish the steps. Because there's still, yep, there's still a few more things to add on here. And I have to wait for that to load. I will give it credit. This loaded very fast. There we go. Now we got the button. Or block. This is kind of as a block. It's almost block sized. Which I'm not going to say that Minecraft had a perfect system for Lego system sets, but it is one that makes a lot of sense and has been so far very well implemented. Ooh. God. Okay, there we go. Oh, I see you. I see your game now. So it's retracted. The red button is retracted, so you can't actually hit anything yet, and it's physically in the way. Even if you move by hand, pressure from that pushing the red scanning button up, so you can actually use that to scan on it. This is good. This is really good. I really like this. I feel like I should just bring this set by itself when it's done, even before the Mario figure comes out, just to get that sense of how play features can be used. Just having figure play and tapping things open and stuff like that. This is all great stuff, and this is all using, like, most of it is almost now common pieces, and pieces that I know some of my classes might like. I'm trying to see it in a bit of a teacher perspective. I'm sorry if there's a little overboard. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, we got it. That's the right thing. Do you guys think like always that experimental life? I mean, yeah. I think I kind of had that feeling for a while. I'm not exactly sure when it started, but Trolls World Tour kind of cemented that idea of experimental era. And it felt like I do like experimenting. I do think change is good and trying new things out. There's no problem with that. The thing about trying something new, especially as an entity, as a whatever you want to call it, because I'm also trying to relate this back to my channel. The thing about trying something new for an audience to try and adapt to, throwing a lot of stuff out, a bunch of totally different marketing strategies. Yep. The thing about it is, you could try something new and try a new way of doing something, but it still has to work. There are still fundamental concepts you want to get across that another method may have not done so well. You want to pro con that and say, what can we do to make that con better in something else? What more can we get out of it in this new method? Or you could just rip off Erector and Connects and create a whole new building system with only Technic pins and axles adapted into it. I'm kidding. I love Snap. I love the weird stuff from Lego. This is why I love the weird and out there stuff from Lego. This is why I've been writing Bizarre Lego as a book. And there's still plenty of other materials I need to gather in order to make that even more, because they've been coming out with more stuff in this era that needs to go in the book, or again, it needs to be a second edition. This is why I love the obscure and out there stuff, the bizarre stuff from Lego. I like seeing the brand. I like seeing this building system continue new things, to try to be innovative, to try to pave a way forward. That it's like, you can do more than just build this. You can have different ways of playing with it, and you can try building it in different ways to play. It all works. Hopefully it works. All right. I don't know why there's an extra red piece here. I don't know if it's a spoiler to mention it, but it's there. And now to bag 8. I'll just move that to the side. Yeah, hands down, this is my favorite part of the set. I've already mentioned that before, but seeing it actually in action is even better. Did I say bag 8? I meant bag 9. Cloud 9. There we go. So we have a Bob-omb. A Bob... I can never say this... I can never say the name correctly. Bob-omb. I get it. Like the name Bob. Bob-omb. But when you say it fast, when you say it all together, you can't tell. So many things that line up, or that don't line up. Bob-omb? Bob-omb? I'm just going to spend the next 30 minutes trying to pronounce Bob-omb. Bob-omb is how I've heard most people say it, and I'll go with that. Ooh, that is a neato piece. It's got studs on almost every side except for one. Like Mario Square Bazaar, in my opinion, the Mario figure looks like a Happy Meal. He kind of resembles that, which I say is kind of fun. And I think I mentioned it when Lego Mario was unveiled. For me, even though I've never played this game, I still know from Mario lexicon and all kinds of stuff, from what I've seen from how people talk about different Mario games, the Lego Mario figure is like the cubed Papercraft Mario in one of the Paper Mario games. I actually would love to do a video, whether or not with collab, wink, I would love to do a video, whether or not with collab, to try to describe as many Lego Mario games and spin-offs as possible using the Lego Mario system of sets. Because I think it's possible. Not only just the direct references to things, but also the play style of different things, or the shaping, the aesthetic, whatever the case may be. I already have a whole bunch of them. I don't even know if I should tell them. Kind of would spoil the video. I don't know. Anywho, let's get the Bob-omb built. Also, criticize me harshly if I've mispronounced it and decided to, or unfortunately, caused havoc in the comments because Bob-omb wasn't pronounced correctly. How dare you? Unsubscribed. I would love to find the. I would love to figure out the reasons that people unsubscribe from the channel if they do. I know people have told me, like one or two occasions last year, that they explicitly told me, "Hey, I'm not interested in this channel anymore." I'm not speaking quote unquote. They've told me, "Hey, I'm not interested in your channel anymore because I thought this was Lego centric, and you're no longer doing a lot of Lego stuff." This was at a period where I already announced, "Hey, you're not gonna see Lego stuff for a while. I will change back to that at some point, but there is a period in between where it's going to be other stuff, other hobbies that I enjoy." And that wasn't just an experimental thing. That was a thing that I actually was trying to do for a good reason that, again, can't really or don't really want to talk about. There's a bomb, and I can't wait to get more of these. We need a couple of these. So here's another random memory for the bank, Kevin. Super Smash Brothers 64. Not only do I have photographic memory, picking it off the shelf at Blockbuster and buying it. Like my parents drove me there or something like that. I remember buying the game, maybe with my brother or something. I remember holding it in Blockbuster, game case and all. Never rented a Blockbuster, by the way, but that I know of. Especially not for video games. They were all bought, except for the rentals at the library, but that's a whole nother story. And when I played Super Smash Bros. 64, I tried to create my own Mario character. I knew up to that point different types of Mario. I knew of Frog, even ones from games I didn't actually play, like Super Mario Bros. 3. So I knew of the Tanuki Mario. I knew of the Frog Mario. I knew the Fire Mario. That's a classic. So I thought through the color palette swaps that you could have in Melee, or that you could have in Super Smash Brothers, you could do that for fun, just to customize a character. Sometime later, people theorized that they were based on characteristics of other, ones from that property, or different outfits that they would wear. For like Link and Ultimate can have like different versions, like Fierce Deity Mask, Breath of the Wild, Classic, whatever the case may be. Or like Shadow from Shadow Link from Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, that kind of stuff. What I did with Mario in Super Mario 64, or Super Smash Brothers 64. Hold on, we got a video. Okay. And okay, so I have a whole bunch of pieces extra now, a whole bunch of pieces extra here, and ooh, yeah, we're over 2 hours. I believe that. And now there's an extra step that just crashed the app again, 3 times the charm, isn't it? So I took. I'll try to post it on Twitter if I can find it. I would take Mario, who had different versions. I really liked that there was a purple and yellow version, and I always thought that was supposed to be, if you want to have Wario in Super Smash Bros. 64, that's kind of him, because it's purple and yellow Mario. Even though he doesn't have the appearance of it, he would look much better in other, later versions. He had no characteristics that were different. As far as I know, Wario doesn't use fireballs, things like that. But there are a lot of standard fighting moves in 64, so it's fine. With the tan and brown color scheme of Mario in Super Smash Bros., I would use him as I called him, Bomb Mario. Like if he had a special suit, like the fire suit or the flower, whatever. If he had a special suit where he could have unlimited bombs to throw. So I would actually play custom matches on Super Smash Bros. 64, where the only item, or one of the scarce items, was bombs, playing with that Mario. Or maybe I would only use an item if it had a bomb, or a sticky bomb, or something explosive. I don't know, I think it was kind of fun. I should do a video at some point and be like my video game OCs, because that's not cringy, but mostly childhood, not ones I currently have. I might do it again just out of fun and nostalgia, but not something that's like I've carried it all this way. I've carried it through memory, in that pink thing in my head, as the Brickheads have told us. I would be excited if they had Brickhead Mario. I don't know if they would do it for everybody. Probably just Mario and Peach and Bowser at minimum. A Luigi would be great. Although considering the cube nature of Digimario, as I don't know how we're calling him, the digital Mario that comes with the Mario sets, that may not be necessary. Still loading. I like I can sit in place, so it's like, okay, you've got to that part of the level. It's simple, but it's effective. It's super effective. So yeah, Bomb Mario was a thing for me. Obviously, there was no Bomb Suit Mario in any games. Up to that point, after that point. Okay, so now we're at the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. And it's just loading. Wow, really cut through all the portable charger's battery. I hope we have enough that we can go through. No, yeah, it crashed again. Where else am I supposed to find the instructions if the app crashes? Can I get the starter course when it comes? I pre-ordered the starter course, so yes. Either that or I'll buy it in the store. I don't know which. I mean, heck, if I go to Toys R Us, I probably could go to the Lego store right near there and get it day one in person. My thinking is, if it sells out in stores, I have the pre-order as a backup. If it doesn't, and if it hasn't shipped yet, I still have to figure out how to cancel it, though. I never got a clear answer on that, but if it's possible, I would. So that way I don't wind up with two of them. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Yeah, that's more like it. Loading bar is almost done. The app has crashed again. 3 times on the same step. And all the step is probably very basic. Putting these things together, making a signpost, making a little ledges. I probably could build this based on the box. But I still wanted to see through the instructions, through the app itself, how this works. These apps crashed over 10 times on Tuesday evening and 7 times tonight. Oof. Wow. Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. To keep in mind, this iPod was not running anything before the stream, before I grabbed it. I restarted the app. I closed the app, I closed the settings, I closed the app store. Those are the only things I had on from the stream. And I don't know if it's going to help it run any smoother or if it's still an app problem, which I hope, again, internally, I hope that the app is registering, hey, through this IP, through this user on the iOS device, blah, 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 it keeps crashing. There's some way of sending it back as the diagnostic report. How well does the Lego Mario app work? It works fine. It's intuitive enough, but it's just having a couple flaws here and there. I have a Google Pixel 3S and it never crashed. Well, alright then. I probably would get better results using my Android, but it's kind of doing a live stream right now. It's kind of preoccupied. Alright, we're back to loading. Let's see what happens. This is like a death count. We don't want it. We don't want a big number. It's like golf. Keep a low number. If you're counting all the times in the stream, it was like 5 or something. Oh, it crashed again. All right. I'm sure it's more reliable than modern devices. That's the other point about it. That is true. This is not a brand new iPod. This is not a brand new Apple device in general. I'm gonna look it up. Joseph's iPod Touch. It's a 6th generation. Wow, I was not aware of that. Software version 12.4.7, which is, I think, most up to date. What it told me, when I started up, they'd be like, "Hey, your software needs an update." Yeah, it didn't. Okay, yeah, it's the most current version for that device. For something that is compatible with the Lego Super Mario app. So I'm just gonna spend the rest of the stream building from this page or so. I'm not gonna say it's a reliable method. It's a backup. Hey, who knows? Maybe if I'm tech savvy enough, 12-hour stream. No. There's like 12 pieces here. No. How well do you think the Lego Mario will sell? I think it'll sell very well. At minimum, people will pick up. I am never expecting that any Lego theme that launches, licensed or not, everyone's going to pick up everything. That's impossible. That's highly unlikely. Will everyone pick up one thing? Probably. I could definitely see people, even at the base value, picking up. It took 2 hours with his fair. I can see people at the base value picking up any of the small sets to get the feel of it, to see what the things are like, even though they might not have the starter course, even though they don't have a digital Mario. Will the Lego stores or other retailers have a demo version? I don't know. It would be cool if they did, but I can't expect that they all would. Especially, if I understand correctly, the digital Mario has Bluetooth capability, and connecting it to a device would be, connecting to Bluetooth. I don't think that they probably would have something built in there. Like a stores have a hands-off demo. You mean like no one could actually see it or use it? Well, I mean, I know in a COVID state, yes, toy demonstration is very difficult. Lego or not, that is not a thing you want to deal with. Before COVID and before a lot of closures, I remember that Toys R Us was having things cleaned constantly. I had been there before, when they were still operable, and they were cleaning things constantly. Some things they took off of the floor from cleaning. Like there was nothing left in the Lego area to build. Like there would normally be these little bins for them. No, too many things to handle among too many people. Other things, they would just keep wiping them down, and that's fair. That's sanitary. That's all good behavior, even without that. But it seemed like it was a bit more than normal, which is fine, because that's when it was trying to be safe before hours got adjusted, or they just had the mall itself closed, things like that. So I don't know. Like, I even wonder on the aspect of how's COVID affected Lego so far. I'm sure it's delayed some things, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I'm gonna head out, see you around. No problem. We built most of this, so you're all good. Leave when you need to. I missed what Brian said. Oh, hello. I'm scrolling. People can't use it, but you can see it in action in real life. Gotcha. So it's like somebody would, like an employee would be holding it in hand and demonstrating it. Sorry. Tripod decided it's going to it's going to yeet the phone, and I'm not going to let it happen. All right, then. Where was I? Building by the paper. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to start with this thing because it was already in front of me. And for right now, I'm going to go with what's already on the box. I know that there are customization options. I'm perfectly fine with those. Off screen, I've had for almost the entire year at this point a Lego Minecraft scene. It still has most of the main sets together. Not all of them. But it has a couple things adjusted to, connect the sets more fluently together. I was able to translate the old system of the minecarts from the original mine set into the new minecart system with things like the nether track or whatever it's called. I forget the name of the sets. They're really cool. I really like the track system. I would love to see more of that carried out, even if it's not motorized. Even if you still have to move by hand, it's still really, really fluid. I like all the options available for that. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh no, we're at the point where I'm doing Mario impressions. Time to book it. It's too late for me to do Mario impressions. My throat hurts, and nobody wants to hear it at 12:55. I don't like the Mario. Like I said, it's not for everyone. It's totally fine. And I'm not offended if you don't like them. It's when you say that I don't like people who like them. It's like, some people could lighten up on that. For me, I don't like the Minions, but I'm still friends with people who like Minions. Even the Lego Minion sets is what it is. I've actually considered buying one or two of those Lego Minion sets for my friend who likes Minions and who's okay with Lego. They're not builders, they're not fans like I am, but, they still like them. And I think that they would enjoy the Minion figures or like the Gru bike or something like that, That's how you coexist. Oh yeah, we're getting into that deep conversation, aren't we? Which is basically the talk of me saying, you don't have to get everyone to like everything or dislike everything. You have to get to accepting what other people's differences are. Accepting and tolerating are two different things. And as well as, there's supporting, yeah. All those kinds of words. Accepting is realizing there's something different than what I'm used to or what I'm about. And I'm not gonna be offended by it. I'm not gonna rally against it. It just exists. My favorite color is green. One of my favorite people to watch on YouTube, his favorite color is blue. Sure. Everyone can pick a color. I don't want everyone that I know or that I enjoy to choose their favorite color as green. It doesn't have to be. You can have a favorite color. If it could be green, I'm not going to like you any more as a person because your favorite color is green and my favorite color is green. And it's a coincidence. It's a fun thing we have in common. And that's nothing to get riled up about. Apply that to everything. I know it's much more complicated, but I want to be clear. That's the positivity I want to wrap up with. That is something I've been waiting so long to say, and I hope it came out the right way. Wait, I didn't count this right. That's 4, not 3. There we go. I feel like an old man. Cancel blue. Oh, Kevin. Kevin, what are we gonna do? What would we do without you? That's what I meant to say. Kevin. Alright, I'm actually confused by what's on the box, what's in the paper, and I will admit, I can't flip the paper around and see a 3D model of it. Okay, the app wins on that, but it doesn't win. I'm gonna try it again. I need to know my colors. I never said it was Brian. I actually thought it was someone else. I said one of my favorite people, not my favorite person. No, I said my favorite person, that's Brian. Yeah, no. I'm gonna need to try that again. I mean, it could be extended out that way. It'd be cool. I don't need to push anything and I cancel because he's already. You guys are missing the point, but I love it. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. While this thing is loading, I'm gonna try the other side of this. It's not in the magazine instructions with all the other sets. I thought there was a more aerial angle of it. I might be able to see it better. Okay. What you got for me? We've heard the dreary night sky theme of the menu just enough, and it's 1 a.m. and I am not playing it at full volume again. Let's scroll a little slower this time. You pressed it. It's loading. Is it loading? It's loading. Okay, good. I sure hope it works. I think I can figure out the rest, but I'm not sure. Maybe. And it crashed again. What's the death count so far? If this is a let's play, that's a death count. I lost track at this point. Any thoughts on the V22 Osprey can cancel? Lego made a mistake. Lego gets away with it. They make exceptions to it all the time. If you go from the base core, if you go from the base definition, Lego doesn't make military stuff. Put an asterisk next to that. Because there are so many examples of things in which you could define it as military. Lego doesn't make real world military. That's really the thing that policy should be for, that should be placed upon. Green as a color was delayed, not because they couldn't make it, but because when it was being, when Lego bricks were being produced, they were afraid that they were going to, allow kids with so many green parts to build army tanks, to build army soldiers. This is before minifigures, so you could have built up a soldier figure. I think I have it around. It's fine. You could say, oh, they have made army minifigures. They've made ones that are German. They've made ones that are Russian. They've made ones that look semi-American. Yes, but they're all in fiction. That's the exception that Lego has to that rule. Indiana Jones is a fictional movie series. Even if it takes place parallel to real-world events, to German soldiers being, part of his adventures, to Egyptian artifacts, to biblical treasures. to Russian soldiers, and taking place during that period of time. Yeah, you could definitely say that. You get on the American soldier side, you have the Toy Story soldiers. They're from Toy Story. That is a piece of fiction. That is a movie series. Those army soldiers are meant to represent other toy objects. It's kind of funny with Toy Story though, because it's like toy to movie to toy again. And if Lego Toy Story was put in the Lego movies, it would be movie again. That'd be the best thing. But those are the exceptions. Those kinds of things are the exceptions that Lego would have in place to say, we can do this. You could say Star Wars. People have said Star Wars for a long time. People have debated about Star Wars. It's, again, a piece of fiction. Sci-fi means science fiction. While they are aggressive-looking blasters for minifigures to hold, to have as an assembly, like an EBA, or whatever it's called. Not EBA. The big tripod-mounted gun that usually is shown up with, like, stormtrooper, or that's shown up with snowtroopers, that kind of thing. It's still fictional as a blaster. And yes, even in that work of fiction, they do base some of their quote-unquote space military on real-world military, or those weapons. But it's not supposed to be one-to-one. Like, if Lego had a box of army soldiers as a battle pack, let's say, and they had green helmets, not Luigi hats, green helmets, they had green shirts, green, khakis, pants, whatever's. They had real rifles, they had real pistols, and the box itself does not have a license. The box itself, I don't think Lego would make their own IP that would have any inspiration from military stuff, except one time, which they probably, because of that, won't do again. I'll get back to that in just a second. But if the box itself said something like U.S. Navy or whatever, that would be a problem. That would be emulating the real world, and that would not happen. The Osprey is in that category of, we made it, so it is directly based on a real military vehicle. Only a couple colors changed around. It doesn't have any actual firearms on it, and cutting it close. I've mentioned before, and I'm not the only person who has mentioned it, the Lego Creator set from 2015, Blue Power Jet, is heavily inspired by a military fighter jet. I don't remember an uproar about that. I don't remember it flying off shelves, being canceled. I picked it up when it released. That was in that great $600 spree at Toys R Us. Never recovered. It was still a nice plane, don't get me wrong, but I tried to just see it as that. I was curious. I'm always curious about that stuff where it's like, oh, is there a real world inspiration for this? But if it's like one-to-one, it's like, that could be a little debated. Avengers. Military in there. So here's going back to that other example of Lego producing an IP that closely ties into military stuff. Adventurers and Orient Expedition was the closest in-house property. And Pharaoh's Quest to some degree. But especially Adventurers. They had, I've quoted this on Twitter. They have listed Johnny Thunder as an ex-military officer in a catalog introducing the theme. They said it in the 1920s, and that has been listed multiple times. The Army thing, they've probably kind of shied away from it as being part of the material, even though they didn't change his outfit. He has like a button down shirt, a couple pockets, got a gun in the holster printed on. Red neckerchief. We all know what Johnny Thunder looks like because we're all Lego fans here, right? I'm just kidding. Um, Baron von Baron, very military looking outfit, pith helmet, epaulettes. Tighter button down shirt with pockets. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's most of it. The monocle, the mustache, those kinds of things you can kind of say anybody could have, and for that time period, 1920s, sure, why not? But you also have to look at that theme and realize, oh, these aren't historical pistols. These are, well, the 1920s, so kind of historical. 70 years old from the time of their release or so. They still kind of look like real world pistols. Some things like that still exist. Even Wild West, which I think technically introduced them, having pistols and rifles. Having rifles mounted on top of each other to make it look like a big submachine gun, a Gatling gun type kind of thing. Those are cool in play. But do they actually fire? No. Any projectiles that Lego made like that could fire have not been realistic. They'd be useful pieces. I'm looking at flick fire missiles right across from me. And I'm not defending on every single one of these points. I mentioned in the beginning, Lego has made exceptions and come very close, and the whole military IP perspective, brand new to me. Something I never thought about growing up, but in retrospect is like, yeah, they were kind of cutting close to that. I can admit that as one of my favorite Lego themes ever. And you could take that even further with their other vehicles that they used at the time, especially in the desert theme. But even little bits everywhere else for Orient Expedition. It wasn't always just a vehicle for transportation and in that 20s style. Some of them had a little more character to them. Some of them had, there were biplanes. You had rifles mounted on top of them as, again, a turret. Didn't have to be there. Doesn't have to be for transportation. But it is added. So as sad as I am that Johnny Thunder makes scarce appearances here and there, same with the Red Baron set. Still going strong, Jeff. So the app kept crashing, Jeff, and we're just trying to build the rest of this from what I can see on the box. I tried the app 4 to 5 times, and that's all I can do. Well, luckily, this is a better angle. That should help. So that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm understanding. Hold the phone. Do you see anything wrong with this box? It might be a little hard to see from here. It looks fine on this side, though. But on this side, that's two things different. I need to see if there's anything else here. No, that's the same. Okay. Oh, I got the... Okay, that's fine. Yeah. On the back of the box, in the photography, they put together for the box design, the flagpole. Give me a strong Blue's Clues vibes. I'm happy that there's more Blue's Clues in the world. Even seeing it at Target, just seeing it back on shelves, I'm like, yes, so much fun. I still have my original Blue's Clues plush. It still talks. It's so fun. I haven't watched the new show, though, outside of, like, one episode. What's Blue's Clues? It's basically a kid's detective show. Very, like, live action with animation. And it's got a call and response thing like Dora. That way kids feel like they're actually live with him. But on the back of the box, as I mentioned before, the flagpole is with Mario. Like Who Framed Roger? Yeah. Much more polite than that. I love Roger Rabbit. I haven't seen the other cartoon shorts of Roger Rabbit, but the movie itself is great. So, front of the box, flagpole. Remember that. Back of the box, flagpole. Uh-oh. It's got the Bowser printed. It's got black. And the bottom of it, that tile isn't here. I wonder if it's even the same construction. Because it doesn't show it as a feature on the bottom of the box. No. It's the same build for the rest of this. Ooh. That is unusual. That is bizarre. I wonder if anyone else has pointed that out. Or spent 3 hours to point it out. How are we gonna do the rest of this set? It's a little hard to see from here. Is it 2? No, it's 1. Or is it? This ankle's not working for me. No, because everyone else the street did it. True. Oh, that was a space of 2. Okay. Let's try that again. I haven't minded of late trying to break Lego sets apart. This feels like a case where I should, or keep them, where I should keep them together, because it's like, apparently I can't get to the instructions. I hope, I actually don't know, but I wonder by now if anyone has done that. Dino attack vehicles are clearly designed to be more. Yeah, that's another case of it, where there are obvious things, you know, outlining it, but you're also not attacking people. See, again, this is Lego's exception. You're not attacking people with those military helicopters and tanks. And it was only for Dino attack in the Americas, not in Europe, which I thought was weird because you would think it's the opposite. Usually we're more stringent on that kind of stuff. Yeah, and they are to fight dinosaurs. And they justify the story with it as well, that they are mutant dinosaurs, that they're terrorizing the city. You see in the background of all the imagery, buildings that are completely evacuated, shattered windows, fires going, all kinds of stuff. All right, let's try, because I'm curious, are the instructions on the Lego website? Well, I don't know if they would be actually for the street date thing. Lego Super Mario 71362 instructions. It shows the set. Let's see, brickinstructions.com. It's a very reliable site for scans of Lego instructions. It shows an entry, but no pictures. Because it's not out yet. Okay, fair. Rebrickable has a bunch of these are just listing entries. Hold on, the story course is up for instructions in the .com. Stop with Camel and Red Baron. Those are based on real world war. I don't know if I don't know how far the military thing they stretch it. It is a snowball effect. I'm not denying that point. I think if it's emulating real world military, that's where people came into problem with the Osprey. Like it's an active thing, as opposed to historical, like the Sopwith or the Red Baron. Even the fact that I think Baron von Baron, you know, he references something to it or something about military stuff. I have to look back at my notes. There's a lot of notes. But I'm not here to fight it all night long. Yeah, no. I'm not seeing other listings for the instructions here on various sites. Brickset didn't even show up for it with like, oh, we have the set here and here's the instructions. So here's how you get it on the website, or from the cache.lego.com, that kind of thing. Monday Lego mail yeah. All right, so we got this here, this here, this here. Now we got the drawbridge. It keeps popping down, and it puts it right there. Okay, no problem. And I do like the level design here, if I may. I do like what they're going for. That's the wrong one. Nick already tried earlier this evening. No instructions anywhere, just a starter course. Okay. Yeah, sorry I haven't been catching up on everyone's live streams, but I appreciate that you got the knowledge. Got the knowledge is power. So those do not connect to the castle, which makes sense. You want to go this way through. I'm still really shocked about that. Having the Bowser flag on the Mario flagpole, and having the sticker tile on here. Like, I'm sure that there was just like, oh, we're moving things around to test out, how you can put these sets together, and that's a function you could have. Because it's at the end of the level where you'd have the castle. Sure, maybe this is a preemptive version of the set, where it's like, oh, we're going to throw the flagpole in there because that's where the rest of it is. Oh, we're going to move that to another set. Fine. You think somebody would have checked when the model was actually created? When they were going to ship these things out? Like, hey, that ain't right. That because that's one thing that Lego prides itself on, and I feel proud when Lego does this. They show what's on the box, or what's on the box shows what's in the set. It's not like normally it's not like separately or completely different, or there's so many accessories added to this one thing that are sold elsewhere. This one, they at least make it very clear all through the box. On the front of it, it's a faded version of Mario. You could add this in here. This is how you could play with it, but it's not here. It's not as tangential as the rest of this. They put it all over the box. They put expansion on it. They put on the back of it. No, not on the back of it. No, the Mario on the back of it actually is physically there. It's not as faded as the front of the box. Expand your starter course. Buildable game. Buildable game. I haven't seen that. Lego Mario is not included. And it shows you all the characters on the top of it, so you know that there's no Mario here. 2020 Lego. 2020 Nintendo. There it is. I was seeing if it said anywhere else in the box, but hey, they put it on the front, that's important. So if anyone's seeing it on the shelf and they want to read what's on the box itself, it's like, oh, okay, I know what's in here, and I know I have to get this thing separately. That's an add-on. Why do I have it? Oh, I know why I have this here. That and that go together. I know I'm talking too long about this. And I, again, appreciate everybody sticking around. Does it not go there? Oh, forgot the step. So these all go together. And then this goes together. And I got the extra pieces moved to the side. I still don't know what the red one is used for. That's gonna be a problem. All good. It's all good, man. I should bring the camera closer at this point. Oh, I see that. We're here where we gotta be. All right. See you later, Lego David. Have a good night. I will talk to you later. Let's see. From the box. Oh, that gets blocked up on the box. I can't really rely on that. It shows all the different things you can scan on here as well. It looks like 2 studs. And then this piece. And then this piece comes in. So that's all fluid. That's all one big structure. Right. I'm going to fit the Koopa up there. He stuck on pretty well. Carried the whole plate with him. I like that. That was its own kind of fun. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That is one thing that the Lego Mario reviews from other channels have brought out in me, seeing how the sets are played. And that's something you almost rarely get with a typical play set and a typical review of a Lego product. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to zoom the camera around. And I've done this myself. So, fair game, pointing it back at me. Oh, I'm going to zoom this around. Here's a look at this thing. Here's this thing on a turntable. There's no hand interaction. I mean, or if it is, it's like, oh, I'm going to zoom in on this, and I'm going to describe all the integrity, the building techniques, and all this stuff. And I'm saying about anybody. This isn't a particular viewer or reviewer. So I press this button, and that comes down. Or they actually have the Mario figure in this example. Like, I've seen several people who have reviewed things from Super Mario and Monkey Kid, and I had tweeted about those, and I really appreciated those reviews. Even from Monkey Kid, where that's a standard Lego theme, didn't have to, but felt inclined to. Taking the minifigures, moving them around. There's tons of people with turntables. Again, that's not shade. I have a turntable. Pointing the fingers back at me. All right, where was he? Oh, I put this in the wrong spot. If I had a pair of instructions in a paper pamphlet, I might have known better. That is actually something that, if they didn't want to print the whole instruction booklet, I think that would have benefited here, is to have a paper inventory of all the modules, of all the pieces to connect the modules. So that way, when you get a whole bunch of these sets together, yeah, you could make a lot of customization. Or, when you're done with all those being together and you want to bring them back to the original thing, and you don't have the box, not every kid's going to have the box. Where are they going to go? Where are they going to find it? Maybe on the app? No. There you go. Brian's got it. He did the perfect balance in between them. By the way, welcome to the midnight shift. I'm sure I'm sure everyone's familiar with it. Yeah, so I still don't know what to do with the red piece. Ooh. It's on the table. I still don't know what to do with this red piece. It wasn't on the red thing in here. It wasn't in there. Was it underneath? No. I already have plates there. It's not underneath this thing. I'm just curious where it goes. I'd hate to move this and then find a whole bunch of pieces missing that I needed for something. But they include this for some reason. This red not turntable. Just keep reading the comments. This red reverse tile thing, 2x2 rounded bottom, boat bottom, whatever you call it. Again, I'm kind of surprised though that they didn't include a brick separator in here. I already had this, and I was using that to unearth the set. I don't know the exact convention in which they would put brick separators in things. But even an orange separator would work fine here. It would work better than a teal because you got a lot of green and blue elements. You don't have a lot of orange ones. I don't know what convention they have for putting brick separators into sets. Wait a second, they spared the expense of what? They spared no expense, but didn't give out a brick separator. Tell me right anything. Did I say they spared no expense? I'm pretty sure they spared some expenses. And a brick separator as one. When I was there, it was all products over $50 will have a brick separator. I had heard before it was about piece count, but I didn't know if that was true. This thing is at $50, $49.99. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I know the spare no expense thing is from Jurassic Park. They were discussing lowering it to $25 or adding for the park. Yeah. I mean, a brick separator usually sells on its own for what, $3? Almost $4? $3.49 or something like that. That could have been here. I used it. You saw me use it. It's still a nice setup. Like, this by itself works as a level, I believe. Do I need more? Yeah, I do. I actually already have a... Yeah. As I mentioned, I think it'd be fun to do a video about brick separators. Not only, like, different ways to use them, but also, like, things to use if you don't have a brick separator available. I have actually done some of those recently. What's the count? So this is 468 pieces for this set. It says too many. Oh, too many brick separators. Gotcha. Just build a UCS brick separator out of them. Butter knife and determination. You guys are the best. I don't care how late it is. You guys are the best. As I was saying, even without the Mario figure here, to describe the set in one word, kinetic. And I like it. I really like everything that's going on here. I do think there's always room for one more enemy and a handful of more parts to make it happen. But there's every little element of this, except for the middle. I think the middle is the weakest part. But then again, we're also talking about something that doesn't have the Mario figure yet. So that might play better with another add-on, another portion to the set. But judging on its own merit, without the Mario figure here, the potential of where everything could go. You could have the bomb anywhere, really. You could have it even here if you wanted to. And launch him. Dude, it would be great if I could make a Ninja from Super Mario Bros. 2 in close to this size. That would be great. Yeah, so you have... Well, the arrow shows that it splits. That is true. So going across here is more dangerous, but it's possible. They do add parts to it to make it happen. But it does encourage, you're going different ways. But either way, you're trying to get to the POW block at the end to open up the... I pushed so hard, I broke it. No, I'm kidding. You are trying to get to the POW block in order to get to the castle. The funny thing I see here is that... Oh, I guess it would be... Well, the castle itself only gives you coins, right? It's not an end-level piece. So you would still need, you'd still have the starter set. You would still have that flagpole and that element, as we know, to finish the level authentically. This itself is not exactly a level because there's no start or end. Because of all the scanning bits. But with the starter set, I would imagine pre-review, if you may, I would imagine. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's weird. This is really weird. Like, I thought that was a misprint or something on the box, or like, false photography or something about the flag change on the back there. I just realized the way they advertise this on the back of the box, not only are they showing, yes, this is what you get in the set. That is important. This blue area is saying you put these two things together. You need the Mario. It's only available here for right now in this wave. Add it to this set. Or add this set to it, whatever way you want to talk about it. And then it gives you this. Now I get it. But notice the confusion I had for quite a while before I put those things together. And I read the box. I read it live. To a parent, they might not understand that. Typical Lego box. You see what's on the front. You see what's available. You see the features in some way. Back of the box. Features up close in different areas. You get to see what the whole thing is. Hidden side. Great example of it. Very hard to tell what's on the front of the box. But when you turn it around, you see all the things that you build with it, all the figures that you get with it, and then little snippets of the play features of the app. I still feel like this is misleading. Even though it shows on the side of it, you add the other set to it to get this. Why? That's the only thing you add to it. They don't add any other components from the starter set to reorganize this space. Why? Because they still need to sell you the set. They still need to sell you this particular thing, what's in there, and yet not everything. That's why the Mario on the back of here isn't faded out, because he's from that. That's the connection. And they changed the flagpole. That's nice. That is very useful. That's very cool, and I'm sure plenty of people would do that. I would do that too. But it threw me off from what was actually here, even though I had just built it. Oh, wait. I saw another thing. There are literally 3 things that they add from the starter set into this box, into this photo. I mentioned Mario, I mentioned the flagpole change and a tile underneath it, and the warp pipe. Because the warp pipe, I think, is the start of the level. I think that's the idea. Is that, okay, you can make a start and finish. Man, parents these days just don't understand. Flathead screwdriver and using big boy words. I'm sorry. Jeff and I think we're on 2 different pages. And I swear, this isn't from my lack of sleep. Looking at this. I'm trying... Wow. Yeah, that is it. That is literally it. I'm looking this thing up and down. I just built it. And I don't have the starter set. So I probably would know, hey, I didn't just build that. It must be in the starter set. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's actually going to come back and haunt them, or if it's going to be a bigger complaint from a guy who has just reached 4,000 in a couple of years and whatever I am, or whatever I'm not. But I could totally see this being confusing for people. And if I wind up in the stores and someone is shopping for Lego Super Mario, I wouldn't be opposed to helping them. I've done that before, like, not as an employee or anything. Just like, browsing and shopping in a store, and I overhear somebody in the same aisle that has a complaint with something or doesn't understand something. Like, if I can, I try to help with that if I know the information. So now I know that going into this. Wow. Very weird. Am I going insane, or do you guys actually understand what I'm talking about? Alright. Other than the red thing, this makes sense. There's a lot to absorb in here to go along with the starter course. And I can definitely see room for expansion. I can see these 2 points themselves spreading out to be even more of their own levels. I know that there's some other level packs where it's like you have to go to certain parts of a level to pick up different things. I think was it the Toad House? Where it's like you have 3 number blocks to find. Toad's Treasure Hunt, I think it's called. Things like that. I get it. Then you got a lot here. This is a good expansion. $50, kind of a lot, but for a buildable experience, for something interactive, for something tangible, it's a good experience. It just sounds like a lot because you know, most people are looking at this from pictures from what's been released, and they're like, oh, that's just a handful of plates, some modified bricks, plates, whatever's, maybe some bricks on top of them, and that's overpriced. From what I've built today, this was a thorough experience. This was a lot of different things to build, to make all these different environments, to make these different things that can maneuver. There's different, abilities every which way. Whether or not they're using a lot of pieces to make it work. As I said in the beginning, kinetic. It might be a bra moment, I don't know. So, as being the second Super Mario set that I've built so far, I want to be thorough about this. I want to take my time with it. And we had a few tangents. Welcome to the stream. I swear, I don't have a single live stream at this point that ever happens where people are like, "You're still alive?" I'll be live if I want to. If I feel there's something worth it. So going along with the polybag. This polybag could go anywhere. This polybag could go in this watery area. It could probably go in between here. So you can have like a little bit of maneuverability. I took a before and after photo for you. Oh boy. That's why I saw text messages pop up. Even the components themselves. This could break apart into literally 3 different things as a polybag. As a $5 extension for anything you do with LEGO Super Mario. You can have a mushroom here. You can have a mushroom here. Perfect use of the mushroom at the flagpole. Because, at least in the newer Mario games, when you get a checkpoint, and you don't already have a mushroom, you get one. Unless you're playing multiplayer, and whoever gets there first, because Nintendo wants to see us fight like in Candyland. But you could have this here as an add-on by itself. Like, oh, I'm at the flagpole. It's not the end of the level because you have that integrated somewhere else. But here's a mushroom for, and then this. I think that works. That is great. Mystery box. Could be anywhere in the level. We could even have it over here. Level design. Obviously, the most productive way, and I'd say probably least difficult way, to get through the entire thing as the assembly. Go left, go up the stairs, boom, and over the flagpole, boom, drop the bridge. There's no reason, there's no reason to get to the objective to get to the Piranha Plant. But you could benefit from it. First of all, you have the benefit of the actual scannable code in here, whatever points or whatever value it gives you. I don't know. But with what I have so far, with the polybag, with these little extensions, you could have the mushroom back there, or you could have the mystery box back there. So that can offer you like, hey, other than guarding this thing, flop him, walk over, and you can get that. And then lead on to the drawbridge. So it can present you another way of play. And if I understand the Super Mario app and the board game system, interactive board game system, however you want to call this thing, if I understand it correctly, the goal of any of the levels is, however you customize it, you're trying to get the most coins in a certain amount of time. And there are some of these kits that offer more time, some of these kits that offer more coins, more availability for coins. You know, this one's random chance. I think the Bob-omb is like a risk kind of chance where it's like you can get coins, but at some point it will explode. So you have to make sure you don't stop. You stop at some point to avoid getting hit, and that kind of stuff. I think this works. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but I think it works for what it's going for, and that's important. As I mentioned earlier, Lego can be innovative. Nintendo can be innovative. Anyone else, Hasbro, Nerf. I mean, Nerf is made by Hasbro, but you get the point. Any company can be innovative as long as they are functional. If the thing doesn't work, it could be because of how they made it or how it was put together. You could say not everything works here. But for what is being offered, depending on what you put together, it might. I do like that this out of the box gives you a lot to work with. And it's not too hard to implement other things. Even like, oh, we got another one of these in a set. You could have two of them that you have to hop over to get to the Piranha Plant. I am trying to explore this in every angle that I can, pre-review, pre-starter set, so that I can think of the most potential, the most possibilities I can get from this thing. One of the things that I compliment about the fact that I've seen these reviews with hand play, with doll play, with the items, with the Lego products, is imagination. And that's not a thing that comes up often. I've wanted to do that with some of the Lego Hidden Side sets, and even one or two from Unikitty, and several other sets. I praise them a lot on some point, even if it's not like a constant thing that I bring up. I praise them after building them for playability. Not only the play functions fundamentally in them, but the potential of what all is included to move things around, to come up with your own story, to try features in different ways. And that's important. I have a bunch of stuff like that. Okay, have a good one. I'm going to try to wrap things up. But I'm trying to get to that point about it's important that you realize this is a toy. This is a building experience, but this is also a toy. This is something that you are trying to interact with. You're trying to move around. Having this as a display piece here does not do it justice. It's supposed to be movable. It's supposed to be playing around. Even things that don't work the same way. It's hard to see from this angle, but the Piranha Plant flipped over the warp pipe, not inside of it. Fine. Yeah. Okay. It is what it is. And the fact that these pieces go together in intricate ways to make that play happen. Because you could have had probably half as many pieces without the functions, without the ability. And it would have been only marginally a less cost. Because there's still a whole bunch of things here you still need. Like the hinges, these little plates, things like that. But how much are you going to gain from that? How much mileage are you going to get from that one thing? I don't have a good way of telling if a video game is worth a certain value. But one idea that struck my head a long time ago was if I'm making, say, $10, $11 an hour. I think 11 is the current minimum wage in New Jersey. If I'm making about $10 an hour and a product, a video game, costs $60. Did I play enough of that video game to justify that cost? Like all the hours that I worked to get the pay to buy that video game, did I get that many hours out of it or more? Which for a $60 AAA game would be 6 hours or so. I'm not going to count the tax. But if you did, you'd say 7, 8 hours. That's basically it. I can think of plenty of games that I've invested more than that. Animal Crossing New Horizon, I've invested like 32 hours into that game. Yeah, it was worth my time. It was worth my money. Because I'd imagine if you had a game that you've played through and you've played different ways with the game, and you didn't meet that price, whatever you paid for it, even if it's not a brand new game, even if it's an old game, you didn't get it for a good deal. You didn't get it for, or like the experience was not worth that, you know. Never thought about that again, saving up money. So basically, if you haven't spent more than hours, because that's what I'm saying. It's like you worked for that game, whatever job you have, somehow you put in the time to afford that game. And if you didn't get a lot out of it, that's a lot of work wasted. That's the system that I've thought in my head, but it's not necessarily a system that I've perfected. I'm not saying like, oh, I've always judged games based off of this. It's like, oh, this sounds like a good idea, but I never think about that all the way through every single time I buy a game. Although I should. If I think this actually could work, that might be a way to look at it. So, putting that in mind, would I get 5 hours of play out of this? As its own thing, probably not. Out of integrating it with other things, I'd say so. That's like this. Would I get half an hour of play with this? Not on its own. If I were to take a total of the Mario sets that I have, at least right now, made some purchase for it. You have the starter set, which is 60. You have this expansion, which is 50, 110. You have the 4 suits that are currently available, $40 because they're $10 each, $150. Keep in mind, and the polybag, $150, $155. Am I going to get 15 to 16 hours of play with all of those things put together? I think that's the real question. Because judging each of these on their own is very difficult. You're going to have a limited amount of stuff, but you will probably get more mileage with it all together because you can customize it. You can rearrange things. You can try different modes of things. You can make a speed run. You can make all different possibilities. And with that time that I'm counting the time of actually taking these apart, rearranging them, putting them back together, testing it out. All that stuff is important. Not just the actual moving it around when it's all assembled. I mean, take a look at right here. I have 3.5 hours out of this from just building it. The polybag took me maybe 10 minutes. Maybe less than that. Somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes to build. From opening it, to building it, to moving it. It would be really difficult to keep track of time like that. But I kind of thought about that. And I kind of thought about that not just for video games, but for any product. That if you've invested all of this time and effort to save up for it, that kind of makes sense. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. If that's not a perfect system, that's fine. But with all these together, with $155 or whatever and tax, will I get 15 hours out of it? I hope so. I try to. And so far, I'm leaning towards 4 hours in from just these two sets. Am I actually going to keep track of it? I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep track of something like that without a stopwatch and a pad and paper. On a video game, it's rather easy nowadays because a lot of times they'll have a log, an activity log of how long you've been playing a certain game. I might even say for video games, depending on the usage, even the years of owning it. I could definitely think of times where it's like, okay, I've had this available to me. I can play this whenever I want to. But again, that could be a stretch. I think I've rambled enough for tonight. I'm very sore. I think I've done quite enough. I've had longer streams and been sore, and I'm not gonna do that here. So to Kevin's benefit, yeah, maybe we should have a 12-hour stream. Because then it would actually try to work up having the value for this. And I'm not saying, oh, I gotta play with this for 15 hours to feel justified. I'm saying, like, in that 15, 16 hours, am I still trying new things? Am I still enjoying what's actually here? Or am I bored of it? When do I stop? Let me know what you think. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of potential, and I'm looking forward to that. Even though I've already been buying all the sets before the starter set that I could. Even though I initially said, oh, I'm just going to buy the starter set, and I'm going to feel it out, and then do the rest. I think I've already kind of made up in my mind, even whether with or without Street Date, I'm gonna feel confident getting more than one of these and combining them in different ways. I've already said from day one, I love the Piranha Plant feature. If you spent 3 hours in this, I know I was like the rest. Yep. Just a young man contemplating life and its great mysteries while building a playing with the Lego Mario construction toys. Kevin, you say that like you're not one to do so as well. Brian, I'm sure you have, and I'm okay with that. So, I think we've got it. I don't know if I'd actually do a separate video as a pre-review. I feel like maybe I could. It's a new avenue for a Lego product. Familiar enough, but not all there. So it does feel like maybe I could, or even in the review, I could say, here's what it's like if you just get this box. Here's what's with it. Here's what's possible. Now, let's see it integrated in other stuff, like the starter course, or what have you. Except I'm actually going to do more than just put a Bowser flag on here, and a warp pipe. I would happily go to the extreme to try to expand the whole thing in one big level, as much as possible. See what can be done in the settings of the Mario figure and app. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me on the Android. Maybe I'll try streaming with something else, even if it's mobile. Got through a lot today. Have a wonderful night. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you to Kevin, to Brick Freedom, to Sketchy Ray, to Ken Marlowe Bricks, to John Y, to Carl's Vic Bricks. I hope I got everyone. I think I counted everyone from the Patreon. I hope I did. Give me a moment. I do want to properly thank you all because I don't have end cards. I don't have anything for a live stream to be like, boo, there it is, going across the stream. Rename the stream to that. It's a good title. Wait, rename it to what? Oh, the thing you said before. Yeah, gotcha. Well, thank you, Brian, because it's always good to see you. It's always good to have you here. And I do appreciate the fill-in information that I needed earlier. 6. That is 6. Wait. Kevin, Sketchy. Ken. Brick Freedom. John Y. Cosvic. So I said everyone then. I think I did. I always feel bad. I try so hard to make sure if someone is supporting to that level, to that caliber, I hold that to high regard. And I want to be sure that they're acknowledged for that and they feel like it's worth it. I can't give them the world, but I can give them a good country. And that country's flag is Maniac for Bricks. Wait. Do you have a flag? Boing! There's the flag. It's 2 a.m. I'm tired. Yep. Watch is beeping because it's the 2 a.m. What? What do you mean? That was the right password. I think we're on post show now. What? Is that the right password? Now Joey goes on about his life and never lands the stream. It's a life stream, not a live stream. Hey! 11 out of 10 will work, friend. My favorite social media is Lego Life. That thing is wholesome. I haven't tried it out yet, but yeah, it's good to hear that it's working well. I figured kids' social media was like not going to be for everyone because it's kid based. I haven't tried it out myself, so I honestly can't weigh in here. Let's try this time. Erase the whole thing and then type it all again, even though you're pretty sure you typed it the right way the first time. Yep, I typed it wrong. Yay. Can you hear the drone in my voice? You guys can go home. You're already home. Hashtag stay at home. I could do that too. This adds to the play. This adds to the things I can do. Oh man. Wait. Knock it back in. And then mix it around in there. See? It's another way of playing with it. I'm not saying it's a bad way. I'm not saying it's a productive way. But I'm still getting something out of it. I'm using the same thing in a different thing than the thing was intended to be a thing. That's how you know I'm tired. Oh no, it broke apart, but it could anyways. Wait, was it? I gotta look back in the box. Ooh. Not connected all the way. I'm really impressed with this. I really like the drawbridge feature here. That was a pleasant surprise. Something that I didn't quite pick up on the reviews having already seen it on video. No, wait, no, not, ye. I'm on the wrong option. I'm not a fan of the mobile thingy. The mobile page. I'm not used to seeing it. Yeah, I know. Stop it. Stop doing the thing. There we go. Wait. I think. Okay. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4 patrons? I mean, on the page it says 6. But I'm looking through for like who's been in which month, and it says 4. That's how you know. Oh, because it wasn't on like a certain tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Once again, with more feeling. And in no particular order. Because I don't know if I should alphabetize them. I'm just reading it down the list. Thank you to Carl's Vic Bricks, Ken Heaps from Arlo Bricks, John Y, Brick Freedom, Sketchy Ray, and Kevin Hinkle for all being a part of the Patreon. That's where you can see the full and in-depth review of the polybag. I may do some kind of public review sometime later, but after the starter set comes out, and I can be like, oh, here's what this like all together. You know, here's how to use the thing that I broke. Here's how to use the whole polybag with the Mario figure, kind of thing. But still showing what's in that thing on its own. I'll figure it out. I hope you guys like it. Thank you for watching. Get yourself some sleep. I got work in the morning, and I got people. It's gonna be moving stuff. People mover. Not people mover. People moving things. Upstairs tenants are ready to go. So that's fun. Every says a wonderful night. I love you all. Good to be here. Thank you, Shiny Destiny, Mr. Hinkle Draws, Bricks O'Brien. You're not poo poo. You're not that. You're the furthest thing from poo poo I've seen. And have I seen? No, we're not gonna into that. But yeah, for the end of the live stream, I usually try to acknowledge the people who are still here in the chat. And Jeff, thank you also as well for being here. Good to see you still here. There's a 5th person I haven't heard from, but I'm wishing you all the best either way. I know this is not the best angle. I know, poo-poo. Books. Slow reading. Remember, slow reading, can't pronounce S's. Bomb Mario. Bomb Suit Mario, however we want to phrase it. I gotta go tweet that now. He's always listening. Whoever he may be, wherever he may wander from. I don't know what I'm doing now. I feel like this kind of delirium could happen any time of day. Ooh! I should have done this in the beginning. I should have had... Oh, yeah, I have a figure. I can use him to push back the piranha plant. Yeah, he doesn't have a green brick on him. Must have fallen off. Yeah, I'll find it. I will find it. And this room is shaping up. I don't know when videos will be back up and running in shape, especially with the Mario stuff coming out. Before, after. I got a lot of ideas. I've had a bunch of ideas, and I already talked about them. Let's end this thing, and... Oh, don't look at the book. Don't look at the book. I was looking at two books, and I'm like, is that the same book twice? And then I was looking at two other ones, I'm like, those are two different books, but they look similar. So now we're here. I swear, I'm not trying to get anything from Santa. Whatever you just said. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night.